routine today.
Oh.
My supplements, I added just 1 milligram of melatonin.
Uh-huh.
It makes me feel weird. It's the only thing I did different. I did it about 40 minutes ago because I just got it through the mail.
Yeah.
And man, I feel like it's a strange feeling.
Like what?
Like
lightheaded? Or-
lightheaded, yeah.
Wow.
Or like spacey.
Oh, that's weird. I've never heard of that from melatonin. Isn't it supposed to make you sleep better?
Yeah. But I only took 1 milligram.
That sounds like not much. It'd be interesting to see how long that weird feeling lasts.
Yeah, me too. Because I don't like it. I'd have to cut it down.
Big time.
I only took 1 milligram.
Is that the very first time you took melatonin ever?
Okay. You can, it's up to you. No, you can be anywhere you want, but you're welcome to be here when we don't have a guest.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you had a guest coming, so that's why I'll move over there. So it doesn't look weird on YouTube.
Just weird, man. That feeling. Crazy shit. Okay, so I better log on.
15150.
I'm here.
ZeroResDenver.com.
The check is good. Yay! Experience is smooth, and the reviews
I was
online
sitting here in
are
silence
wonderful.
wondering why, and then I realized I
They don't
hadn't
call us America's best car
called
buyer
in.
for nothing.
Sell us your car. Give me the VIN.com.
That's kind of funny.
In your underwear.
Financial health is more than just really the investments. You have to look at tax consequences. You have to think
I'm
about
a funny
legacy
person.
planning or generational planning or your healthcare options. Those all go together with your financial health.
Join Matt Goolsby for Retire Hour to hear his team in finance, healthcare, estate, and taxes discuss changes in law, strategic planning, and answer listener questions. Submit your questions to be answered live on air at retirehour.com. Retire Hour, Sundays at 8 a.m. right here on KHOW.
Need a new roof? Call Excel Roofing, 303-761-6400.
Denver's talk station has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Dollar. That's dollar. Enter it now at KHOW.com. Inflation Salvation on 630 KHOW.
Ripped off. Bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. You know the drill. We help people. We solve problems, answer questions, take complaints, and make life just a little easier. All you have to do is call 303-MARTINO. You can call 24/7. Get in line. We'll get you on the air. Or you can call our iHeart number when we're in the studio, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. And let me bring in our studio and say hi to Marky. Mark, hey, bro.
What's up?
Hey, and who's that? I see the back of the head thing.
That is the sheep counter, Scott.
Oh, Deputy Dollar. It's good we see the back of your head there, Dollar. Thank you. Now I can move my picture over so we can get the whole picture. By the way, what's on your mind today? How can we help you? That's what we ask each and every day. So if you can give us a call, we will try to solve your problems. And I do want to recap some very important problems that we have going on right now. But first, I'm going to take some calls. And we also have an expert, Brad O'Brien, to answer. So we're going to bring Ron up from yesterday. And I'm not sure what we can do about this, but I wanted to ask Brad's opinion. So let's bring up...
Well, the main question,
yes,
if I
Mark.
recall, Tom.
Yes, sir.
I hear a weird echo on your side, by the way.
I'm gonna do away with that. Go ahead.
But anyhow, the landlord, according to the caller Ron, is adding extra money on his rent every single month, and I don't think that's legal to do anymore.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Okay. So Ron, I'll bring Ron up and bring Brad up together, and then let's just talk about this. In general, what's going on, Brad, is that he had a leak in his ceiling, and it was due to a heat exchanger up there. Now, keep in mind, this is infrastructure, right? So the heat exchange in the ceiling is fed by his water heater. So it provides heat to each apartment. When our HVAC expert went out there, our HVAC expert saw that it was caused by a deteriorated line in that heat exchanger. And so basically they fixed it. Now they're charging him for damages. And he said, well, it's not my fault. And our expert said, there's no way it was his fault. No way that this thing deteriorated in the ceiling and he had nothing to do with it. They claimed because he had done something with the controls. Ron, what did they say? That you turned on your air or you turned on your heat or something that caused it to overwork. What did they say? They said you froze it up?
Yeah, they said I put the thermostat on 67 and it froze
the pipe up.
Because you were
August
trying to
1st.
make it too cool.
Yes, and it was 90 degrees that day, I believe. I don't know what they're talking about.
Right. So basically, our guy said there's no way it would have caused the thing to do that. Just never. So because he did not pay the damages, Brad O'Brien, our real estate expert attorney, they said, we're just adding it to your rent. And if he doesn't pay it, they're evicting him. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't think he acted unreasonably by turning the thermostat to 67. Nobody knows that that's going to cause a problem. If you leave your house in January and you turn off the AC while you go on vacation, that's okay. That's going to cause a plumbing.
You mean if you turn off the heat in January, right?
Yeah,
right.
yeah, right. Turn off the heat and you leave for a week. Okay, that's obvious. Something like that. It's going to be the tenant liability. But turning your thermostat to 67 is not acting unreasonably. So I think it seems like the landlord has improperly added the repair costs on this to the tenant, and this may end up in a court suit. And I think the tenant would be in a good position to argue that they acted reasonably, and the landlord has no right to.
And even if he didn't act reasonably, the cause and effect isn't there. Our expert said there's no way that using the air conditioner the way he did would affect the heat exchanger the way it did. So what does he do? If he refuses to pay the expense, he keeps paying his regular rent. Did you say, Ron, they won't accept your regular rent now?
Yes. She put a notice to vacate or pay the full amount by the October 10th.
So what does he do, Brad?
Well, ultimately, this will end up in front of an eviction court judge, and I think he tells his story. And I think a judge in this circumstance would not grant the eviction, and would invalidate this extra money that they added onto his bill.
Brad, are they allowed to just add extra money onto a bill now, onto rent?
Well, it has to come out of the lease somewhere. It has to say in the lease that something you do is get the landlord a basis for doing this. So property damage. If you knock a hole in the wall, okay, the landlord has the right to add that to the bill.
I get you. I just thought that fees. I didn't think you were allowed to add fees now.
Well, this isn't a fee like a late fee. This is a property damage-based
fee, but I get you.
Yeah, that's not prohibited. Against this new statute that prohibits late fees over a certain amount.
Okay, so basically, though, what he's going to have to do, unfortunately, he's going to have to not pay it. Go ahead.
He needs to tender the rent payment every month, and then they need to refuse it. And he needs to document that. Take a video camera or video him trying to pay the rent and then refusing it, or something along those lines.
Okay.
So he's got proof that he tried to pay, but they're the ones who refused it.
And then have the rent ready, Ron, the regular rent. When you go to court for eviction, you tell the judge, here are the 3 or 2 payments I wanted to make they wouldn't take. And then if you want, Brad, does he bring our HVAC expert with him?
Well, if there's a trial, that's when the expert witness may be important to have there to testify.
Okay. Maybe even just Ron. But Ron, you say that you had an HVAC expert look at it, and that the expert said this was in the ceiling, and you had no effect on it. So, Ron, you're just going to have to wait until they evict you, and then you're going to have your day in court. Make sure you show up for the initial hearing and just say, look, I did not cause this damage. I'm willing to pay my regular rent. They won't accept it. That's the way you do it. And we'll ride along with you on this, Ron. Remember, you don't have counsel at this point. Brad is just giving his opinion. I'm not suggesting you do have counsel. Maybe you do. The first time around, I don't know if you need it, but you have to decide that. You may want to just talk to Brad off the air if you want, olslaw.com, 720-370-7388. So let us know how it goes. Good advice. Sean also has a real estate issue. Sean, I believe you were on yesterday as well, sir. Is that right? What was the issue, Sean? Let me look up your call. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi. My question was, what is the foreclosure timeline in Colorado? Is it 90 or 120 days? And does it determine by bank or loan?
Now, what do you mean the timeline? Tell me what went on.
When can you be foreclosed on? If you are 90 days late, can you be foreclosed, or is it 120 days late paying your mortgage?
Brad, is there an actual statute on when they can start foreclosure?
Oh, yes. There's very comprehensive statutes setting out all the timelines of foreclosure. If this is a residence, the first thing the lender has to do is give a 30-day pre-foreclosure notice and opportunities.
Yeah, but after how long? If she misses one payment, two payment, three payments, four, what is it?
We can be a day late. I'm not
Okay.
aware of any.
So there's no waiting period.
How long do they have once they give the notice of default?
Actually, I'd have to look this one up. When you send that 30-day notice, that actually might have to come after they're late by a certain amount of time. I actually have to look that one up.
Okay. Let's look that up and come back to it. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Before we go to break, I want to introduce our guest today, Joe Chiano. He is, let me get him on camera here. There you go, Joe. You're a certified financial planner. And as such, you talk about financial plans for families and individuals. One thing that you are really high on right now are guaranteed investments like the pension for life. If people accumulate money and want to move it over to a pension from a 401k, an old 401k, maybe an IRA, whatever, when should they do it, Joe? Should they do it when they are older, when they're in their middle age? When should they do it? When they get the money? Tell us about that.
Yeah, Tom, when they get the money and also age, has to play a part on it. When somebody's young, they can afford to gamble in the stock market. When somebody gets a little bit older and gets nearing retirement, that's when they need to start thinking about being conservative. They got to put their money someplace that is safe, that is going to grow without the danger of the stock market tumbling down. And they get guarantees. And that's what people want today, nearing retirement and at retirement. They want to have guarantees that they're going to have an income stream coming in for the rest of their lives, that they're not going to be able to outlive. And that's exactly what we do, Tom. We specialize in the guaranteed pension account, which is an annuity that is very unique. It gives a bonus and guarantees safety and growth without any danger at all of losing their principal, their gains, or any accumulation from their account.
All right, and we have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. I'm Tom Martino, and that Joe will give contact information, and he'll be our guest today.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
No.
Keeney, owner of Dunright Kitchens and Bath.
You okay with whatever you're going to do?
I'm going to
here
fill.
at
Yeah, I
10:08?
got it all.
Love it.
To get started on that beautiful new kitchen or that awesome bath you've always wanted. See what our family can do for your family. 800-362-8370.
Hey, part of a retirement, as Joe will tell you and anyone, is a retirement plan. And Dan McKenzie can do that for you. An estate plan, I should say, a will or a trust or a combination of the two. He's small enough to care and to meet with you personally, and he is large enough to know all of the ropes. Dan McKenzie, McKenzie Law. He can take care of it for you. 833-CO Plans. Meet with him. Sit down with him. Go over what you need and what he recommends. He has creative ways to help you keep your assets out of your estate and pass on to your heirs, and he also can help you with other things. 833-CO Plans. And the website is coplans.co. Hey, you know what? Frank Duran, the real estate man, has been doing market valuations for customers free of charge, or I should say for people. You don't have to be a customer, and there is no push to be a customer. If you want Frank Duran to look at your property and tell you what it will sell for, he will do it, and he'll do it without any obligation. 303-920-1622. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. Now, I hope you never need John Fuller, but he's a personal injury attorney who can evaluate your case. If you're injured, if you're in an accident, even if you're not sure the extent of injuries or the fault of the accident, talk to John. He'll go over it with you. He'll tell you what he thinks it's worth and the chances of collection and your next steps. All of that is free of charge. John Fuller Fuller Law, 303-597-4500. Look up John Fuller, personal injury attorney in Denver, 303-597-4500. If you're looking for a discount on a bath, go to discountbath.com. Isn't that logical? Of course it is. Discountbath.com. You can go there and enter some information. They send you a link and you upload video, and they give you a price without ever having to step in your home. It's a great way to do it. They also have shower conversions for $9,888 if you want a beautiful shower conversion. Find out more at discountbath.com. That's discountbath.com. Hey, Water Pros. This one's really important. You know, I've touted their reverse osmosis system, which is wonderful. The reverse osmosis system gives you drinking water at the kitchen sink. It doesn't require power. It's powered by the water. It's a triple filter. They also have and that was $1,400 at a great price. They also have a whole house softening system. They were selling at around $3,500. They're combining both of them now for a holiday special coming through the end of the year for just $31.95. Waterpros.net. You won't find a better price. In fact, plumbers will charge you $15,000 and more for this. $31.95. That's waterpros.net, 303-862-5554.
That was amazing.
I did it all, brother, and I did it my way.
He did it quite gay.
Ooh.
So we
Wow,
can get
that's weird.
as many spots, you know what I mean?
I don't think anybody's listening to you again. Oh, wait, maybe Dollar's plugged in. Dollar, can you hear us?
As soon as you have a
Now
date.
he's looking around the room like
No, I can hear you.
Oh, good, okay. And now Mark is back. Mark is listening.
I'll send it today.
If you put those on and then hit the offline button, there you go.
You can almost hear some of Tom's pearls of wisdom, but he doesn't have any right now.
Let me see what I got here.
Okay.
I got a fire.
Issue with the post office.
Yeah, we got the wide shot here. Good. So
does it not freeze up on your side?
No, it's not freezing up at all. It's not.
See, like right now it's frozen, but I don't know if it's the
not,
YouTube here.
Mark, it's not on. I'm telling you, it's not on YouTube either. Well, hold on. No, you're on there. No, I'm on YouTube Live right now. On YouTube itself, and it's not freezing up.
Huh. Sounds like something maybe we should work on during the show.
I should not have taken melatonin in the morning. I added it to my regimen, and it's a bad idea. I only took 1 milligram, but I feel like sleeping.
Huh. Same here.
And at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. So I think we took Sean and we took everyone with Brad O'Brien. Do we have any? Oh, wait. Keith has a comment on evictions. Brad O'Brien was going to look up when how long they have to foreclose. In other words, how many days or weeks or months do you have to be behind? Brad, what did you find?
Tom, there's basically a 60-day waiting period on a home mortgage foreclosure.
Does that mean 2 payments missed or 60 days wait for 1 payment?
Well, it can be based on 1 payment missed, and it's because the lender has to send a 30-day notice of a pre-foreclosure notice to the homeowner, but they cannot send that letter until there's a default of 30 days or more. So that adds up to 60 days.
So, Sean, basically when you miss a payment, it's got to be 30 days late. Then they send you a 30-day notice. So, in effect, there's 60 days.
Yeah, but don't you then, once the foreclosure starts, don't you have like 100+ days to cure it?
Yes.
Now, there's, Brad, there used to be what was called a redemption period. Didn't they do away with the redemption period?
Right. There's no longer any post-foreclosure right of redemption.
But beforehand, you can.
For the borrower. Yes. Before for the foreclosure, there's a right of cure.
Okay.
So you have, if they haven't actually started foreclosure or sent that notice, at minimum, she's going to have 30 days plus 110 days to cure it.
Right. That the right of cure ends 15 days before the sale.
Okay.
Does that answer your question, Sean?
It does. And also, if I can just add, I submitted a loss mitigation package on day 80, and there was a statement of there's dual tracking. Is this helpful to help support getting a little more time to get caught up?
What are you talking about, a loss mitigation statement? What is that?
Like, for instance, I was really sick. I had medical bills. So with that, I submit a foreclosure or a loss mitigation package.
Is there a such thing as that?
Why.
Is there?
Well, it sounds like that's with her lender. She's trying to get special treatment from the lender, and a lot of times they just BS you.
Brad, do they have to give you special circumstances, or have you ever heard of a loss mitigation statement?
Yeah, that's an attempt to work things out. But this dual tracking refers to a statute that prohibits dual tracking. Dual tracking is pursuing a foreclosure while at the same time the lender has granted a
stay,
a loan modification.
Oh, okay.
Application, and that's in the works, but that has to be in writing. That loan modification.
So basically, it's like asking for a forbearance agreement, basically.
Right, but the lender sending out this loss mitigation package is not sufficient enough to prohibit dual tracking. It has to be signed and sealed as far as this forbearance.
Out of curiosity, how much equity do you have in the house?
I'm going to say maybe $60,000.
I wonder how she could tap into that to get this thing out of this out of bad shape.
How many payments behind are you, Sean?
Yesterday, let's see, I am right at the 90-day.
No, how many payments have you missed?
I'm sorry, 3 months.
Which equals what? $6,000, $10,000, what?
That is $6,000.
Okay. How do you propose to make up the $6,000?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you, Sean.
Yeah. I took a second job and just doing everything I can to get caught back up.
So when is your next payment due?
Today.
So this will be the 4th month, October?
Yes.
Okay. So do you have today's payment?
No.
Will you have November 1st payment?
Yes.
And when will you make up the others?
I don't know right now.
Sean, here's the deal. You're going to have a better plan than I don't know. You're going to have you said you submitted something. What did you submit? The I don't know, or what? What was in your plan?
They basically ask what was the cause of you not making payments. I submit that answer into like a loss mitigation package. They state they review it, and if they agree, then they work with you on either putting those payments on the back of the loan or allowing you time to catch up. Maybe.
Okay. A modification agreement. So if they do a modification, they put it at the end usually, or they have some kind of side action going. But you haven't heard from them on that, right?
They basically stated that they received the loss mitigation package, and they have until October 15th to either agree or disagree. And then, at that point, I potentially have to come up with everything by that time if they don't agree.
And you might, you're going to have, if I were you, I wouldn't wait. I would have an alternative plan.
Hey, Tom?
Yes.
Can she qualify for a HELOC? A HELOC?
Not with being 90 days late, she's not.
Well, and no income.
Well, actually, she's going to be more than 90 days. She's going to be 120 days late.
Yeah, and that's going to be on her credit. She already torched it.
What is your income per year?
About $45,000.
She's never going to qualify. What's your
even a hard money loan? There's not enough equity.
What is your total? What is your total equity? Not equity. Sorry, your total loan.
$267.
$267. You might want to call Frank Duran, the real estate man, and I'll tell you why. he can help you possibly sell it. Now, I know you probably don't want to sell it, but it's better than being foreclosed on.
Yeah, it's an option for sure.
I mean, he's helped a lot of people. What he does, when he steps in, he contacts the lender. He puts off a foreclosure many times because they trust him. And then he goes out and sells it. And then you at least salvage some equity.
Okay.
Let me give you his number. I'm serious. You call him because he has done this a lot for people. Now, in this economy, or recently he hasn't, but back in the recession, oh my God, he's been doing it. Frank Duran, homes.com, or Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. But here's his number, 303-920-1622. He will tell you also what he thinks it will sell for. It might sell for more than you think. And I'm just saying, Sean, that might not be optimum, but it's sure better than losing everything. Another question real quick. How long have you been in the home?
30 years.
Oh, my God. So you don't relish the idea of leaving at all, I'm sure.
I'm not stuck in one particular thing. It's a lot of memories for sure, but also I realize I might have to take certain options.
You know, please call him. And Brad O'Brien, thank you very much for being here again. For real estate issues, we use Brad all the time, and he can really help with landlords, of course, if they're facing squatters or evictions and stuff. I wonder if he wants to hang on for Keith. Well, probably not. It doesn't matter. We're going to take Keith after the break, and we're going to take Ivan about a car warranty issue and then an issue with the United States Postal Service. 303-713-8255.
Very nice. Yeah, we'll cut him loose. Thank you.
This hour from the
I wrote this stuff, right? Nope. Art of Granite, Joe Lazara.
Region Wealth, your trusted
Art and Joe. You get it?
Yeah, got it.
.com. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Robert Half.
Well, good news is they got that wreck finally cleared. Southbound I-25 south of Thornton Parkway, all lanes open and traffic's quickly starting to pick up. We're still seeing the tail end of the backups, though, start about 120th, so we're a little heavy coming down through the Thornton and North Glen area. We did get a crash eastbound I-70 just after Central Park. They're blocking that second lane from the right, and the backups now stretch to Monaco. Looks like we have a new problem coming off that ramp from Federal onto westbound 6, a little jammed up in there as well. Denver weather for today, mostly sunny skies, high up to 78 degrees. Right now we're at 54. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
9 out of 10 hiring managers are having difficulty hiring. Robert Half is here to help. Their recruiting professionals utilize their award-winning AI to connect businesses with highly skilled talent. At Robert Half, they know talent. Visit roberthalf.com/talent today.
You know, you heard Brad O'Brien on about real estate. We also have John Fuller for personal injury, and then we have Joe Lazara for criminal defense. We have a great legal team here on the Troubleshooter Show. Joe Lazara can help you out if you've been charged with a crime, any crime, including DUI. Now, when I say help you out, obviously there are cases where you just did the deed and you have to make a deal, but don't ever face anything alone. You need an attorney. Now, don't shop when you're under pressure. We've done the shopping for you. We know Joe. You can look him up yourself. Joseph Lazara, Lazzara. He's also at referralist.com. Free initial consultations and flat rate pricing, 303-429-6200. If you want a price right now for your countertops on the phone, you can call the Art of Granite. Now, the name says the Art of Granite, but they do all kinds of countertops. They do countertops that are man-made. They do countertops of all natural stone, and they can give you a price on the phone. Wholesale on all materials, always, even free materials if you get it from their remnant yard. Yes, you pay for fabrication, installation, and tear out and haul away is always free. TheArtOfGranite.com. Get your price right now, 303-386-5919. Get it in before the holidays, 386-5919.
Hey.
Not important to tell tomorrow.
Who hung up?
Blocks out every single. piece of land.
Hey, did you disconnect Zoom, bro?
No, I mean, it's beautiful.
He's futzing with the phone right now. He's
Yeah.
like looking at his. Did you email him a link?
Yeah, he was on, and he just got off, and so
Yeah, I'm cutting. Just get to what the problem is now. Is what you would normally say. If you emailed him a link, I see him
I got dogs that
reopening
get up
his
at 2:30 in
email.
the morning to go eat.
I think
Okay.
that,
Yeah,
like
they
they
do.
used to
So we
say on
get up-
Hogan's
so we go
Heroes,
to
he
bed,
is
we get up
licking
at
the
2:30,
clink.
then we go
Pardon
to
me,
sleep.
clicking the link.
They got into this habit. Mark.
Don't
And
lick
you know
the
what?
clink.
They get at, they start.
you're
General
mad.
I mean,
literally.
General Bocata.
Yeah.
That's
So I got this
that's
mask,
the only
and, for the first time in
impression
about
I can do.
Mute
a
it.
year
Tell
or
him to
more,
mute the
I
Zoom.
slept for a full 8 hours.
Mute the Zoom. Why is he cussing right now?
No, but
Man,
he's
did it
he's
feel
on.
good.
He's mute. Just. Tell him I can see him. Okay, fine. I can see him fine, but he's got to mute it. He looks good. I especially like it that I can't see. He can go horizontally too. He's vertical.
I mean, is it an Apple phone?
Yeah, right there. That's a
That's
wider
really
shot.
fun.
That's really good, Mark. But yeah, bro, that's good. Can he hear me?
Mine is.
No, I don't
5G.
think so.
Tell him that's good. Tell him.
I think I'm 5G.
So speak over the
I mean, it's
speaker. Tell him
excessive.
that's really.
I think he.
It's
might
not
hear-
freezing, okay? It's only freezing on his end. It's not freezing.
It's freezing constantly.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm watching it on YouTube, and it never froze once. Not once.
It freezes constantly.
All right, fine. Mark, it never froze on YouTube. Okay, I'm watching it, man. I mean, come on. God almighty, I can see if it's freezing or not.
People, is it freezing or not?
I'm a little chilly in here.
You know what, Mark? These morons will tell you yes, just to please
Okay,
you.
Talib, is it freezing or not?
It's
You
not
Are you going to
freezing.
believe Talib?
Well,
Now, why would it freeze for some people and not for me? I mean, I won't lie to you. It's not freezing.
Well, it's freezing constantly on mine.
Well, okay.
Dave H says it
I
freezes.
think it depends on their
It was
reception.
freezing. Well,
You-
that's possible, but
Did you
I've
say
never seen it
conception?
freeze here before.
Okay, here's what I'm saying. I think it's possible if people have in and out reception, it could freeze. I'm watching it on YouTube, and I swear to you, I never saw you freeze up.
did he say in and out conception?
And MR says, oh, it was freezing. MR, okay, it wasn't freezing here on YouTube. Is it freezing for you, Dimitri? I mean, was it freezing for you?
Not
Tell
at
me if
all.
it, okay, well, we're looking at the same YouTube you guys are.
You have gated YouTube.
I don't have gated YouTube.
I have regular tube on my computer.
I have your great Wi-Fi. I mean, maybe MR needs better Wi-Fi. Tom Kropp says, no, it's not freezing. Chopper says it's not free. Oh, wait. Oh, it is freezing. Okay. Then Chopper, that's your Wi-Fi. I mean, if it's freezing for some and not for others, and how do you do a poll on that, Mark? It depends on the reception, for God's sakes.
Well, I've never seen it freeze here in studio for the 50th time, and it's freezing here.
You're using what? You're using their Wi-Fi.
It's not Wi-Fi. It's hardwired, and it's got like a gigabit service. It's
Okay.
fast as shit.
Then Mark, tell me why mine on I'm watching YouTube and it's not freezing. I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Keith, what is your comment on evictions, sir? What is your comment?
Well, regarding that caller that called in about the ruining the cooler because we set it to 67, it's my guess is that because of the new law, you have to you can't end somebody's lease anymore. You have to evict them for cause, which means they probably don't want them there, and they're coming up with something because 67 degrees is outrageous. To hold him accountable for ruining the cooling system by
First, let's remember
they
this,
don't
okay?
want
Listen to this. He did not. That what froze up was the heat exchanger. Just so you know.
Yep.
I mean, what not froze up, what leaked was and I don't know how the air conditioner side can affect the heat exchanger side. But even if it did, I mean, setting your air conditioner on 67, as our attorney said, is not unreasonable.
Exactly. That's what makes me think that they just want to get rid of them, and they're trying to come up with an excuse that would give them cause to evict them.
All right. Thank you, Keith. Appreciate the comment. Now go to Rocky, and we do have lines open at 303-713-TALK. Or you can go to 303 Martino, 303-627-8466. Rocky, what's going on with the United States Postal Service, sir?
Well, I'm trying to get my mail delivered.
Oh, well, that's not what they do. They just pretend. No, I'm just kidding. I never have a problem with them.
They tell me they do, but they don't.
Tell me what's going on.
We live in Greeley. We run both a business and we live here.
Yeah.
We have a mountain property outside of Fort Collins, which we've had for over 35 years.
Yeah.
It's been in the family for a long time. We've gotten mail up there.
Did it just stop all of a sudden, or has it been intermittent, Rocky? How has it been?
Well, it's been somewhat intermittent, but what happened was a year ago or so, we had ordered something from Amazon. And, you know, when you order from Amazon, you don't always know how it's going to come. Sometimes Amazon delivers it. Sometimes it's mail.
You're right.
Yeah. So we ordered something.
And sometimes it's Federal Express, and sometimes it's UPS. Yeah.
Exactly. So we don't know. So I ordered something from Amazon. It showed up through the mail. And then I get a letter in the box there when I picked it up from our carrier telling us a couple things. Number one, she's saying we haven't gotten mail in 2 years, which wasn't true. And that by all rights, she should just return it upon arrival. But she was going to do me a favor this time and leave it there.
What does she mean? Wait. She meant that you haven't gotten mail, or she's delivered mail, but you haven't picked it up.
No, she's saying we have not received mail there, and once we've gone 2 years, they're no longer obligated to deliver it to us, which, number one, I don't think that's true. Number two, we do get mail. It's intermittent. We have a couple of trusts up there. I have a vehicle registered there. I explained that to her, and she threw a fit because she said, you can't register that there.
First of all, she's not a cop, and she's not a lawyer. She should shut up. But may I ask you this?
Exactly.
Let me ask you this. You have, is it a cabin? Is it a mountain home? What is it?
Well, it's a cabin. Well, we call it a cabin. It's a mountain home. I mean, it's 3 bedrooms, a bath.
So it's a vacation, a mountain vacation home.
It is a vacation home.
And you don't get much mail there. So as a result, she said she's going to stop.
She did. But so keep in mind, now we're in a little area called Cooter City. There's about 20 homes there. There's only one full-time resident. Everybody else there is still getting mail. So after
but maybe they get but listen, she's saying the issue is that if you don't get mail, then they don't consider it an active address. That's what she's saying.
That's true, but it's in one of those roll boxes that I bought. It's my box, and all they got to do is put it in there. It's not a big deal. But of the other 18 people in that area, they're all just like us, have homes on the Front Range. And they're getting mail there. So when they got mad about it, then they fell back.
Wait. But are those neighbors that get mail there, do they have spotty deliveries other times too? Do they get not much mail?
Just like us. They're mostly weekender people. We go up for a week or two sometimes in the summer, different times. So now they've fallen back and they've told me that it's illegal, quote, illegal to have 2 residential addresses in the United States, which is ridiculous.
Well, what are you talking about? It's illegal to have 2 residential. What does that mean?
I don't know what they're talking. It's ridiculous. I agree. I don't know. So I challenged them on it. I talked to the big post office. I talked to our post office in Greeley, who thought it was ridiculous. They said, we deliver mail. That's what we do. This is ridiculous.
Wait. No. Who literally, Rocky, I'm sorry if I'm going to call BS on this call, but who actually said to you, Rocky, I know you're frustrated, and I know you heard something that might sound like that, but who actually said you're not allowed to have 2 residential addresses? Who told you that?
The postmaster in Bellevue, Colorado.
Then we're going to call him.
So
Nope, enough said.
That's fine. No,
I want you to call him. Bellevue, Colorado, deputy. I'm going to have Deputy D call. Bellevue, Colorado, the postmaster told you. Do you mind giving your... Rocky, I'm going to have D call you off the air, get your last name. I'm going to verify that before we go on, okay? Because that is a premise I cannot accept. If that postmaster told you that, I want him to tell us that you're not allowed to have two residences. There are people that have two houses all over. I have two houses, and I get mail at both of them.
Maybe they mean only one primary, and then you can have multiple
But what difference would that... How would the U.S. Post Office know, Mark, right? They wouldn't know.
I don't think they would know.
No, of course they wouldn't. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, so hold on. Kachina, get this information to Deputy D. I want him to call Bellevue Post Office, talk to the postmaster. Do you recall his name, Rocky?
Woman, but I want to tell you, she told me, she read me a thing. She said, oh, it's going to take me a while to look it up. She took 2 weeks. She called back and read this thing that says we can't have two addresses. I asked for a copy of it. She said, that is internal information, and we're not allowed to disseminate that, which is bull. She read me something, and she doesn't want to give me a copy
So
of it.
hold on. If she told you you're not allowed to have two residential addresses in the United States, I want her to tell us that. I want to do that because I think you're exaggerating, Tim, to get our attention. I'm sorry. That's what I think you're doing. And I will help you without you, Rocky, without you exaggerating, we'll help you. But here's the deal. I also want to find out about that claim that if you get sparse mail delivery, they're allowed to call it inactive and not deliver mail anymore. That's what she's saying as well. So hold on, and we'll come back to you, I promise. Meanwhile, Joe Chiano, we got a question for you. Is there a minimum, somebody wants to know, with a 401k or an IRA? First of all, I want to explain something. When Joe says to draw money out of a 401k, an IRA, or a retirement account that is invested in the stock market or sitting idle because you left an employer, you have to have what's called, in your plan, the authority to take an in-service distribution, or you must close the plan. So if you're still working and you've accumulated a lot of money and you want to start an annuity, you have to have an option in your plan, and only the plan writer puts it in there, what's called in-service distribution, which allows you to take money out in lump sums and put them into IRAs, which can then go into an annuity. If you do not have in-service distributions, you have to close the plan, and that may not be recommended. But there are plenty of people with orphan plans. They're no longer active. And for those, you don't need an in-service distribution. Having said all of that, the question on the floor right now for Joe Chiano, a certified financial planner, is this. Is there a minimum amount to start an annuity, Joe?
It is. Tom, with our company, it takes $10,000 minimum to begin the annuity. Okay. Only $10,000. And can I say something real quickly about the in-service distribution that you were talking about?
Yes.
When people are over 59 and a half, I would say that over 90% of employers, if they're still working for if the employee is working for the same company, they can have the in-service distribution. The key is that they have to be over the age of 59 and a half.
Okay, yeah, but for that, if you're over 59 and a half, you don't need an in-service distribution.
That is right.
That's right. Thank you for that clarification.
You bet.
MyMoneyMyWay.com, 303-779-6600. Just give me the spot, Shannon.
Are they not showing up? I screwed up. Hang on, let me scroll down.
Yeah, I'm sure it's my fault. Just ask Mark.
No, it's not. Yep. Oh, you son of a... I have a short Fuller.
Go ahead.
Fix It and a Red Rocks.
From Quebec, we're now back to...
I wonder if I probably screwed something up, but those are the three. Thank you.
Shoulder, but no longer a factor. Traffic looks good coming over from I-25 through there. Other than that, we're looking good across the rest of I-25, downtown to the Tech Center, wide open, 225 in pretty decent shape. We aren't seeing any problems on that drive across Commerce City. Both directions of 270 wide open through there. Denver weather for today, mostly sunny skies, high up to 78 degrees right now. We've warmed up to 57. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
If your supply chain demands a flexible workforce, hire with Express Employment Professionals. With contract and full-time workers from Express Employment, you get the staff you need and manage contingent labor costs. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com.
All right. Red Rocks Roof and Solar are the people to call for solar systems. Red Rocks. They do it all from sales, installation, and service. And they can help you with your tax credits. They can also help you with, knowing about, the special grants for commercial systems, like the REAP grant, or special programs for off-grid systems with generators, battery backups. They do it all. RedRocksRS.com. All right, John Fuller. He's a personal injury attorney that I hope you never need. But I like the way John does business. First and foremost, he will talk to you free of charge on any kind of accident, injury, potential injury, and what you feel is coming your way once you've been in an accident. He'll tell you what you should be doing, what you should not be doing. He'll go over your case to tell you what he thinks it's worth and how to collect it. It's all free of charge. Look him up online. John Fuller in Denver, personal injury attorney, 303-597-4500. 303-597-4500. Now, I love this time of year when people try to scare the hell out of you. And there is something that's pretty scary, and that is letting your furnace go without ever cleaning it. It will definitely kill your furnace. The number one killer is dirt. There's no doubt. It cuts down on efficiency too. Fix My Home. Do you know what they're doing? They are, fixmyhome.com. They are doing a $39 clean, extreme clean for new customers to let them see what they do, because they want you to be a customer in the future. When you see the extent of this, it's like a refurbishment for $39. You will love them. That's Fix It 24/7. Go to fixmyhome.com and click Book Now.
Awesome, thank you.
It worked because I had to re-input the password today.
You guys have a TV monitor there, although it's not as dramatic now, but Iran is bombing Israel.
Really? Really? Wow.
Yeah, at least 100 missiles. I don't think anything's gotten through yet.
Wow.
That Iron Dome's pretty cool, man.
It's the fucking Mac Daddy. They better hope nothing gets through. That would be their worst nightmare, I think. Did you see there was a terror attack there, too?
Yep. Haifa.
There was a terror attack.
In Haifa.
Oh, what did they do?
Like a subway or something just started opening fire on people.
Did you call that post office?
No, I'm still waiting for the
Kachina, get us that information on the postal.
We did talk to the guy. What did crazy guy say?
She's typing.
So he doesn't have access to the information, but I am sending Dimitri his phone number.
Oh, great.
Yeah, he's bullshitting us.
Okie dokie.
I already looked up the regulation on the 2-year inactivity, and it has to do with like accounts, like bulk mailing accounts, stuff like that, not residential stuff. But I'll get the postal input.
Just
on
Bellevue.
those
Just
options.
why don't you just call the Bellevue
But
and say somebody called and told us?
You can't call that station.
No, it's horrible.
That office, you have to kind of go through this 800 number.
Or you walk into it.
Or you walk in, right. And then they'll say, well, we'll send a message.
So your poll, what did it show? Basically, it showed most people are not freezing.
Yeah, about 27% are freezing.
Wow, that's so freaking weird. And it never happened before, which is, could it be the 5G?
I don't know, man. You haven't had it on the Okay, it's on the studio now. I'll tell you when it freezes.
All right.
I mean, it's pretty. On my PC here, it's regular. And by the way, your audio is way different than it was
Don't do this
a week ago.
Don't say that during the show.
Well, I mean, I don't know how else he fixes it.
Well, I actually didn't touch anything, but I know you're not going to believe it.
We know that.
What do you think? I come down here and fuck around all day? I mean, I have a life, for God's sakes. Yeah. I love nothing more than twiddling with my fucking knobs when I'm off the air.
Have you heard of these people that like drive to a McDonald's on Ambien and didn't know they did it?
Shove it up your ass.
You're down there fucking cranking.
Shove it up your ass. I'm so tired of fucking hearing that.
It sounds like you're in a trash can.
I'm so tired.
You are melatonin adjusting your goddamn board.
Hold on, let me see what's going on.
Maybe he's sleepwalking and going down there.
I want to see what's going on.
I sleep masturbate.
Well, the mic on
here we go, coming back.
The mic on the. Hi, Tom Martino here. 303-713-TALK. I want to know if this improves anything. I'm going to turn off that something here and just see if it helped. Right there. Let me know. Especially you pain in the ass. And that is Hutch on YouTube. By the way, people, I'm sorry if you're not on YouTube and streaming because you're missing half of the show. But hey, Cyrus is on and wants to talk about an air conditioning problem. Hi, Cyrus. What's happening with you? What's going on, Cyrus?
Good talking to you too, sir. I appreciate that very much. I have this quill is sitting outside of my house, and it hasn't been cleaned within last, 6-7 years or something like that.
Wait. What's sitting outside your house?
A kind of quill that attached to my air conditioning that is based on my basement.
You mean like a grill? Like you're talking about like the condenser?
Yeah, condenser. Yes.
Okay.
The one that is sitting outside.
Right, and it hasn't been cleaned. Where are you located, Cyrus?
I am in Westminster, 92nd Sheridan.
Have you ever, for $39, man, you can get that sucker clean like there's no tomorrow.
Yes, I do. I'm calling for that $39. Yes.
Now, the $39, let me make this clear. The $39 special, the Extreme Clean, it's $39 for the AC system because that has a whole system to itself. They do share some common components with the furnace, but it's $39 for just the furnace and $39 for just the AC. So you can have them both done. I think they'll probably give you a deal. In fact, I'll ask George if he'll give you a deal. But here's the thing. No matter what, even if you paid $39 for each, it's well worth it. I swear to you, they spend an hour and a half to 2 hours doing this thing. And it's really...
I trust you, Tom.
Yeah.
I trust you 100%.
How old is your system?
Oh, I would say 29 years old.
Okay, Cyrus, I'm going to give you a warning on something. And it's not just about Fix It. It's about any company in the world, and Mark will back me up on it. Let me bring up, actually, we're leaving right now, so hold on. We're going to come back to you. Then, Mark, we're going to talk about some of the dangers when you have an older system, and most any other company, they're going to recommend a new one, and I'm going to tell you what to do about that coming up, okay? I'm Tom Martino. More to come on the Troubleshooter Show. Get your calls in 303-MARTINO, 303-627-8466.
Awesome. Thank you.
Okay, so guys in the studio, don't play with yourselves because I got you up on YouTube.
Okay. What else is he supposed to do?
And I can see on his monitor he has Chatterbait up there. He's got to get that off. Or Pornhub or whatever the hell it is.
That's a good one, by the way. Anyone have a better one?
Hey, is it going to be like fun to watch? Hey, is it really better, Hutch? Seriously, Hutch, I want to try something. I want to try 2 settings. Tell me you're listening. Just say yes. If you're listening, I want to try 2 settings on my mic.
One of them be off.
No. Shut up, you. Hey. So Hutch.
Here's one setting on. another setting.
Oh, shut up. You guys think I sit here all day playing with my knobs. Hutch, tell me you're listening, bro. I need you to give me a little. I'm going to count to 10. I'm going to do the first 5. Okay. Now listen. Just listen. I want to know if it gets worse or better. Okay, listen. I'm going to count to 5 like it is now. 1, 2, 3. I hear the echo myself. And that's coming from station. I know what it is a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to do it again. Hold on. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's worse, right? This is worse.
I feel like I'm at the eye doctor.
Shut up.
Right? Yeah.
So which one is better? This one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Oh, I can tell
They
you this
sound
one's
the
better.
same to me.
No. This one's better, I can tell.
Okay, let's ask the guy that
Hutch.
operates that board.
No, Hutch said it's
85
better.
hours a year.
Hutch says this is better. There's still a slight echo, and I know what that is, and I don't know how to stop it. It's the return audio they're picking up me here live, plus they're picking up the return audio. There's nothing I can do about it. They're picking up both.
Yep.
And there's a slight, tiny delay.
Correct.
What?
So how do I stop them from picking me up here locally? There is no way to stop that.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, shut up.
I don't know.
Shut up.
No.
It's a good-looking frame right there, though. I got
A couple
everybody.
weeks ago, it wasn't doing that, so you know, though.
Oh, yeah, I know, because it was when I was playing with my knobs.
Little nighttime knob action.
Now, what did you change, Al?
Oh,
We're getting us back just a little bit during the show. Right now, you're hearing yourself through the speakers in here, but
Oh, you're right. That's why I'm hearing an echo. You're right.
and I'd take you out of queue, but we need to hear you
No, I
testing
know.
it. It's crazy.
You know, technology is not perfect.
No.
Mark is, but not technology. Joe, you're going to have to help me here. So once in a while, when I need to smack Mark upside the head, you got to do it for me because I'm not there.
I will definitely do that. I'm
thanks.
close by.
Thank you.
I like the little goatee that he has. My
Yeah.
God,
He
that
doesn't.
thing-
He doesn't recall that I've had a goatee.
No, I mean it's growing like a billy goat now. See?
No, it's not.
It is.
There's no.
Let's do a poll. Is Mark's
It is.
is Mark's goatee bigger or longer? Let's do a poll. I love it. No matter what you do on YouTube, the poll, it goes the opposite way of what you want.
That's what happens when you get older.
God, pretty soon you're going to have to comb it back, Mark.
I'm going to put up a poll.
What?
Do it, yeah, because I mean, I can see it.
Let's see here. Do you think
Tom plays with his knobs?
Messes with his knobs.
Now, guys, don't be assholes. Listen and tell the truth. Do you think Tom messes with his knobs? Yeah, that's going to be a good one. What?
We'll see who's liars out there.
People,
I just saw
be
Dave
honest.
H. vote no.
Be honest, people. And don't just
People don't
just
realize
try
I
to
can
piss
see
me
who's
off.
voting.
Huh?
People don't realize I can see who's voting.
Can you? Did you see me vote?
Well, of course.
You can't see who's voting what.
Okay.
If I can figure out a poll, I don't even know how to do it.
I blocked you from polls. I don't want you touching knobs or polls.
Oh, so Talib says he thinks the knobs mess with me. You know, this melatonin, I'm never taking. It plays havoc with me. This
Did you
shit.
take it last night?
No, this morning, but only 1 milligram.
Well, that's
Why
the
the fuck would you take
Yeah.
melatonin in the morning?
I mean,
Well,
there's no
because
way.
here's why. I am told that 1 milligram of melatonin is good for the immune system and all kinds of other stuff. And it doesn't make you sleepy, 1 milligram. But 1 milligram is way too much for even me.
Well,
take it at night.
I think.
Take it before a long road trip.
What do you say? What do you say?
Well, Mark, for sleep, people usually take 5 or 10.
You know what you should do? Right before the show, take a handful of Ambient. I bet it'll improve the show.
Mark, we can't all sound like you. It would be monotonous.
My favorite used to be Xanax and Fat Tire. I called it the Mind Eraser.
So
that was always good.
You know who Annie is, Shannon. So when she was, going through that shit and her husband died, she was on Ambient. She would fucking get up in the middle of the night and her son would call us at 2 a.m. going, I don't know what to do. My mom's making breakfast. She'd be completely out of it, asleep.
No kidding.
Making breakfast in the middle of the night and have no memory of it whatsoever.
That's what I mean, man.
I heard there's a lot of shit like that goes on with Ambien.
You take Ambien?
Imagine if you lived by yourself. You would have no idea what the freak you're doing in the middle of the night on Ambien.
I like holistic things like the Manta,
The what?
Manta.
Manta?
M-A-N-T-A. Manta mask. Oh, my God, it's beautiful. I mean, it blocks out every single ray of light.
Why would you take melatonin in the morning again?
Okay.
What did this doctor
As
say?
a daily supplement, they recommend 0.5 to 1 milligram as a daily supplement. Now, they say that if you take that small of a dose, it should not have an effect on your, it shouldn't make you sleepy, but it fucked me up. It literally makes me feel drugged.
Well, yeah.
I don't think it's the edibles I had.
It wasn't those gummies. It had to be the half a gram of melanoma.
And you're taking it orally.
Tipped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. Let me bring in my compadres in the studio. You see Mark back there with the goatee that's very, very long, looks like a mountain man. And then we have a certified financial planner, screen right, and then the back of the head, thank God, is Deputy Dollar. If you're tuning in to YouTube. And by the way, if you're on radio, great, because that's where most of our audience is. The YouTube morons just entertain us. And seriously, get your calls in to get help, information, and referrals, because that's what we do here. And on a serious note, we have had some really major things this week. Mark, can you recap, because you took over yesterday after I had to take off, and so I want to recap this problem. A guy said that he bought a car and it had major damage. It was a Subaru, 18,000 miles on it. He bought an extended warranty. The rear end gave out. He took it to Champ, and Champ fixed it and did not charge him. And then he said, then it went out again, and he took it to Champ, and they saw major damage, and he wants his money back or something, or he wants the dealer to fix it.
I think his wife.
Why? Because there were 2 videos, right?
Yeah, there's 2 videos. So the first one, there's no problem, and then a week later, there's problems. I mean, there's broken things underneath. Somebody hit something. He claims it's not him. The only other person that I think it could be is his wife. He doesn't think his wife would lie, although I didn't think Suzanne would lie to me. And I guess it's not technically lying if you don't say anything, right? It's withholding information. So I think his wife is withholding information.
What did the video show? He had 2 videos. In fact, the dealer, Booth Motors, is the one that told us about this. They said, look, This was not
I
like
sent
this.
the videos over to Kevin Calkin to analyze the before and after, and Kevin was like, there is no way this car was not in an accident or run over something or someone did damage to it in that week's time period. And Booth Motors, Nick Booth, I think it was Nick, he's a stand-up guy. I don't know if you remember this, but we did have a problem probably a year or so ago with him. I don't even remember what it was, but he hopped right on it. I don't know if it was something they did. I just don't remember. But as far as automotive dealers go, it's nice when the guy will hop right on if there's an issue. Most of these new dealerships, my God, they won't hop on
Not
at all.
only that, Mark, but Longmont dealerships. Come on, you got to admit we've had some.
Booth might be the only good one in Longmont.
You really feel. I mean, you got a good gut, and you felt good about this.
Yeah, I do. I feel good about Nick.
Wow, that's cool. Let me bring you in here. Okay, so you talk to him, and you feel the guy's being straight. And
there is no way that damage was there the first time. Meaning, there's no way Booth Motors sold the car.
And Shop took
that
videos
damage.
both times, right?
Yeah, they took videos when they first brought it in. Not only took videos, they did an alignment, and the alignment came out perfect. So therefore, when all this other damage happened, there's no way they could have aligned it. It'd be impossible.
All right, so basically we're closing this. We don't have anybody to go after, and Tim, he's pissed.
Except for his wife. That would be the only person.
Okay, but he said there's nothing happened to the car. He didn't know about it. Okay, fine. Then we had, of course, we have two other pending problems. So I'm going to go to the phones first. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. JR wants to, JR, one of our YouTube morons, he's also pretty smart with cars. He has a comment. Go ahead, JR. You have a comment on that damaged car we were just talking about, right? What's happening?
Yeah. How far in between the alignment and the damage was noticed? Because how many times have you had people call in and say, I've took my car to a dealer or a mechanic? Next thing you know, I see them driving my car around.
Well, it was one
Maybe
week.
they did an alignment on it, and it's a WR.
JR, it was 1 week.
So
it was 1 week
it's
late.
1
week later.
It's a hot rod. I would love to drive that car crazy.
What
if
do you
they
mean, hot rod? It's a 2021
Yeah,
Subaru.
JR, when he picked it up from the dealership said they did the alignment, gave it to him, and he said the vehicle drove perfectly. He said there was no problem.
Then it went out
all
again.
All of a sudden, there was a problem 3 days later.
Right. So, JR, yeah, I think. Go ahead.
After the alignment, they do a test drive.
So
yeah, that's right. The dealership decided to go ruin his
JR,
car.
are you saying that in the test drive, the dealership did the damage?
And then it just so happened to drive perfect when he picked it up for 3 days?
For a week. He's making no sense. Sorry, I think he hit the vodka this morning. I mean, he usually makes really good sense. He's making no sense.
I'd argue that.
He's saying that the
He's saying the
dealership test
did
drove
it.
the car after the alignment, and the dealership did the damage. And then if that's the case, why did the consumer say it drove great for the first week after it took it from the dealer? I don't agree with any of it. Elliot, you have a question for Joe Chiano, certified financial planner at mymoneymyway.com. Go ahead, sir. Elliot, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm here. Thanks, Tom. And Joe, I, kind of heard you guys talking, about that fixed index annuity, and, it sounds like, something that I, definitely want to look into. And I do have some other investments that I probably don't want to touch, that are kind of high value. But I also have, some other money, kind of put away, in like some interest-bearing savings accounts, and and one of them I've got about 65 to 67,000. You think I'm a good candidate there for that fixed annuity?
And now, are you going to be able? I just want to ask you this before Joe chimes in. Are you going to add to that over the years, or do you want to do a lump sum of 67?
Probably a lump sum, because I'm retired now. So,
If you did a lump sum of 60, and when do you plan on tapping it for income?
I'm already kind of taking disbursements on my retirement income.
So do you want it? I know, but on this annuity, if you did 67,000, when do you anticipate you'd want to start taking that income? Do you need it right away?
Oh, no. I mean, gee, I don't know, 5 years down the line.
Okay, so basically, here's what's going to happen, Joe. Right? He gets, doesn't he get an immediate $10,000 bump?
He'll get a 15% bonus, okay?
Which is about 10 grand.
15% bonus, and Elliot, I think you would be a perfect candidate for the annuity. Number one,
all right, should I just?
You're retired.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You're retired, so right now you have the money sitting at a bank account, which is not really providing you with all the benefits that the annuity will provide you with. One specific benefit will be a guaranteed lifetime income. So 5 years from now, or if you can wait 7 years or any time.
Kenny, okay, let's do what he really asked about. He's going to have 67. It's going to be basically 77 with the bump. And he gets 77 for 5 years. What's that going to amount to in 5 years for income? Do you know?
Right. Well, I mean, normally the annuity doubles in about 5 to 7 years. So without having my calculator in front of me here, I can't tell you exactly what the numbers would be, Elliot.
Okay, but that's the principle we're talking about. I'm talking about the monthly check.
Yeah, that's something that we need to calculate, Elliot.
Right.
And I need to know your age for one thing, and we can calculate it, and I can send you the information.
Yeah, that's right. In 5 years, how old are you going to be?
5 years, I will be 68.
Well, that's perfect. Yeah. You're the perfect person for an annuity. Because it has, besides the guaranteed income, it has long-term care benefits, and it has a death benefit.
So I've heard, kind of, been piquing my curiosity because I hear Tom and you come on regularly, and it's like this myincomemyway.com.
Yeah.
But I would like to go ahead and pursue this, and I can provide you with my a little bit more information about me, and maybe we can pick it up. But I do like one thing you said: you're never going to lose a penny.
You're never going to lose any money. You're not going to lose the
and even if you croaked, whoever you're leaving the money to would actually get it as well.
Right. If you prematurely die, Elliot.
Okay.
Croaked.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
so let me have your.
I'm interested.
Okay, so how can we get your information?
Yeah, let's just we'll just get his number. You can call him later. But I'm going to tell you that I did some calculations based on being 68 in 5 years, and you could see monthly payouts up to $500 a month, depending on the specific interest rate environment. But it could be about maybe even a little more a month, $500 a month in 5 years. And that's providing you get a 15% bump. Now, Joe can do those calculations to give you an exact amount because it is guaranteed, right, Joe?
Absolutely guaranteed.
What I would like is maybe have Jordan or someone in your office run. If someone out there is 40 years old right now, because here's where you make the big bucks. I don't care what anybody says. And you put 100,000 or 200,000, whatever you've had saved up, and then it sits there and grows for 25 years. You're looking at
amazing.
Huge.
Very,
amount.
very good. Very good. If that, if you
Can you have
that.
Jordan calculate that?
He's not at the office right now.
Oh, okay.
So, but the thing is, though, I will definitely get those numbers for Elliot.
All right. And we have to take a break. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255, 888heating.com. Garrett and his team, great people for high efficiency hybrid systems. If you have a solar system, you might want to do a hybrid system. That's where you combine electric and gas. Or you can do just a high efficiency furnace, or they can check out your system before winter. You can trust them at 888heating.com, 303-770-2776.
Very nice.
Hey,
Hail damage? 303-761-6400. This is Henry with Excel Roofing, and I have roofing tip number 1 for you. Do not sign anything at the door. It's not an authorization to talk to your insurance. It's a roofing contract. Excel Roofing, no pressure and no cancellation fees. 303-761-6400. excelroofing.com.
We're on top of it.
All right. Now, if you're looking for granite countertops right now, I urge you to call the Art of Granite. They do custom countertops, and they are proud of their prices, so much so they will quote you on the phone. They'll ask you a few questions, maybe a pick or two. You will love the way they do business because they do wholesale on all materials. Tear out and haul away is always free. And they have every kind of natural stone or man-made material. 303-386-5919. 386-5919, theartofgranite.com. Gravina's Windows, man, you want to talk heritage? They've been with us for years on the referral list at referrallist.com. When I say good people, I mean good people. Larry Gravina started this in 1988, and he worked with his dad before that from 72. Then he takes his son Nick into the business. Together they have more than 75 years experience, and they're the foundation and heritage every company wants but few achieve. And here's what I really love. They have 50 lines of windows, not one or two. High quality, energy efficiency, beauty and value, plus siding. Hey, just give them a call, 303-472-8462. The website, gravinawindows.com. They're the ones on 950 West Evans, because you might hear that name bantered about. These are the guys at 950 West Evans, gravinawindows.com. FixMyHome.com is the website for Fix It 24/7. You heard me recommend them for an extreme clean. You can find the same extreme clean at FixMyHome.com. FixMyHome.com. Click book now. If you've not had it done before, if you're a new customer, either one, you get $39 for the extreme clean, where you eradicate the number one killer of furnaces, dirt. It'll increase efficiency as well. FixMyHome.com. Book now.
Thank you.
I resemble that.
Is that a yoga deal?
No. I'm videoing the screen to show Tom.
No, I understand. But
Look at my arm. It just constantly, it stops every second.
Yeah. Well, it's good that people don't see that arm moving the way it is usually.
Do you
under
see
the
it?
desk. No, I'm just kidding. No, you look totally normal to me, but then again,
That's so fucked
I
up.
have good service, but I can't help you there, bro.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. I'll send you this video so you can see what I'm talking about. It's just not like a little annoying. It's unbelievable.
But, yeah. I'm not doubting you.
And then when Joe was leaving, his head froze in front of the camera for a second.
Not doubting you. But I'm seriously, let me see. No, it's not. Like, do me a favor. I want to see if there's herky-jerky. Just move your arm or something right now.
Well, that's what I was doing.
No, do it now. I mean, while I'm Oh, hold on. It's not live. Hold on. So there's going to be a delay, so I'll just wait. I have like a 10 or 20 second delay but if you did wave your arm, I'm going to look. Because I will say that the movement is not... No, it looks perfect. I mean, it doesn't look bad. No, I see it. I just got the delay now. You're moving your arms. Nope, I'm not having any kind of shuddering at all. But
yeah, it's so weird.
God. So Hutch says he has great network speed. Is it freezing for you, Hutch? I don't see it freezing.
Girl Friday says frozen now.
Yeah, I know. Crazy shit. Talib says it's smooth. Yeah.
Well, Talib's smooth.
So are we going to have a dock strike?
It's already started, bro.
Well, is he not coming in?
Is that going to cause a problem?
Of course, if it goes on for a while. They hold all the cards, too, man. President won't get involved in this one in an election year.
It's going to...
They're going to end up paying and wish they never fucked with them.
Jesus, if they walk... I mean, the docks are everything. Amazon's everything.
They're on strike, dude. They're picketing right now.
They're walked out.
The only reason that's not on the news is because Iran launched a fuckload of missiles at Israel.
And also, it's bad news for the Democrats right now.
Yeah.
Hey, can we get one of our estate planning goddamn attorneys on for this undoing a quitclaim deed?
What's going on?
Which one was that?
God, the one we keep trying to get. The guy's father did a quitclaim deed to him and fucked him out of
I
his...
think some of these missiles just got through.
I don't know.
Did you see that?
Yeah. The two on the far end. I guess they hit something. Oh, maybe 3. Golly.
God, it is that Iron Dome, no matter what, is fucking amazing.
You mean the one that defense system they have?
Yeah.
How
It's
do they...
unbelievable, man.
Hey, 10 away. Stand by.
America, NA, copyright 2024.
Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So the dock strike's going to play havoc with us. Man, it's not something anyone will escape, including Amazon deliveries. I mean, it's going to be like impossible to get stuff, and it's going to be very bad politically as well. So the other day, we had a caller who said, my dad did a quitclaim deed to me, and I said, well, by doing that, by giving that house to you before he died, you inherit his basis. And he only bought the house for $250. It's now worth $600. You're going to have a crap load of tax to pay. He should have just done a beneficiary's deed, and that would have helped you because you would inherit the day of death basis. Presumably, day of death basis is higher than original basis, so when you go to sell, there's less gain. And of course, you pay tax on the gain even if you inherited it. So you want to try to have the highest basis when you inherit a home. The way to do that is a trust or a beneficiary's deed. Now, here's the problem. They already did the quitclaim deed and it's recorded. The question for Well, I want to ask our estate planning attorney, what would happen if the dad quitclaims it back to himself, from the two of them to himself? Would it be like it never happened?
I don't know. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I wanted to get an estate planning attorney. We've been trying to get them on for the last few days. None of them were available, so I repeated that for Kachina. Let's try to get somebody on. Now, we had another car deal, and this is the one where she bought it from Larry H. Miller. And then they had a pretend detective or a private detective call her, say, I'm Detective so-and-so, you got to return the car, or you're going to be arrested. Do you remember that deal?
Well, yeah. And it turned out, I mean, she really does need to get that car back.
Right, exactly. And however, according to our attorney, not necessarily. They contacted her beyond the legal 10 days.
Well, according to her.
Right, that's right. So I'm not sure what she's doing with that. But you did go over that deal, and you said, Mark, she ought to return it because it's a terrible deal.
God, she bought every piece of mop and glow you can imagine. She bought the tire plan. She bought something called like premium paint protector or something.
Oh, God.
She bought a service contract. She bought an aftermarket warranty. She had like 10 grand in extras they duked her in.
So basically, she would probably be better off undoing this damn deal. And so Raina Bias, an attorney at law who handles car problems, she said they didn't contact her in time if they contacted her 27 days later. The burden of proof would be on the dealer And so I don't know where it stands right now. I'd like someone to check with Samantha. Kachina, do you have Samantha's number? If you could call her back, that would really be good for us. Now let's talk to Ryan, who has a 2021 GMC Sierra, and he wants to talk about that. Ryan, what's going on with you?
Taking my call. I had nothing but problems. I bought a 2021 truck back in 21. It's a GMC.
Oh, did you buy it new?
I did. It had 30 miles on it when I bought.
Okay.
And at 39,000 miles and 1 year, it was just outside the Colorado lemon law warranty, and it had catastrophic failure of the transmission. And since then, it's been in the shop for 170 days since I've owned it.
Unfortunately, like you said, it was beyond the lemon law. So wait a minute. You have a 2021, and since you've owned it, and it started right outside the warranty period, right or not?
Correct. It started right outside the lemon law, the Colorado lemon law.
Which is a 1 year.
Which
is 1 year.
Correct.
So 1 year after ownership, you had problems that never stopped.
Catastrophic failure of the transmission.
Now, even though the lemon law did not take effect, you still had the warranty. Is the warranty helping?
The warranty is helping. They've taken care of the majority of the problems. However, I continue problems with it. As I said, since I've owned it, it's been in the shop 1 out of every 7 days that I've owned it, if you average it out. 170 days it's been in the shop over the last 3 years.
Oh, man. Well, so what
dealership are you dealing with? Where'd you buy it?
Well, I bought it at Auto Nation in Park Meadows.
Mark, can you take this,
and
please?
They won't touch it.
Well, I'm not saying it's their fault, but they should be advocating for you if they sold it to you.
Yeah, they're basically like, you haven't brought it here for service or anything like that, so we're not touching it.
Well, okay, where's the last place you brought it?
So currently, it's in the shop, Chevrolet in Colorado Springs.
What shop down there?
It's the dealership, Mike Maroney Chevrolet.
Okay, so it's sitting down there, and the last thing that was done to it that was major, was it the transmission? What was it?
Well, truthfully, I don't even know what the current diagnosis is. It's currently
Well, if you call up there and ask what's going on, what are they going to say? And it's still under warranty now, I assume.
Yeah, they just tell me that they're ordering parts and they're fixing it.
God, what a show, man. What a horrible thing. Hold on a second. This is nuts. Can we try to get the service department, Kelly from Mike Maroney, just someone to come on and talk about it? I'm not saying they're doing anything wrong whatsoever. Make sure they know that. I just want to know what's going on with this. This guy's saying one out of 7 days since he bought his vehicle brand new, 1 out of 7 days, it's been in the shop. A 2021 GMC Sierra that he bought new. That's outrageous. No matter what, it's outrageous.
This hour from the Trajan Wealth K-House Studios. Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Judy Justice.
No problems getting across town here late in the morning. We're actually looking pretty good for all of our highways out here, up and down I-25. Not seeing any slowing from that north end all the way into the tech center. 225 is in the clear end to end. And I-70 is in great shape from one end of the city to the other. C-470, Boulder.
All right, do you want him to do these live?
Yeah, if he wants to, that's great.
I just won't tell him you're back.
Good.
You're good. You're good.
Cleaning up here at 56 in Pecos. Another at 56 in Quebec. Has all directions kind of tied up in there. Denver weather for today. We are looking at mostly sunny skies and a high up to 78. We're at 60 degrees right now. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
Hello? You gotta get your story straight. What an idiot. Get it through your noodle. Don't give a rat's behind. That's baloney.
A new era begins.
And I'm just getting started.
Judy Justice.
Check your local listing to watch Judy Justice. Out now.
October 15th, that's a big day. Open enrollment. There's been a lot of changes to healthcare, especially if you're on Medicare. I want you to reach out to the guys we trust, and that is John Jr. and John Sr. and Day and the entire family and the gang over at Integra Insurance. Don't be fooled. There's another company that sounds similar, but these are the guys we've been talking about. They can help you no matter what plan you have. Do not get lost in the health insurance maze. You want to get with Integra Insurance. They're great people. Of course, they're approved by Connect for Health Colorado. They're certified brokers. They'll answer all your questions. It doesn't matter what they are. 303-466-5500. Check them out right now. Give them a call. There's a lot of changes this year. IntegraInsurance.com. K&H Home Solutions now featuring Alpin windows. These windows are actually made right here in Colorado for Colorado. They are about as energy efficient as a piece of drywall with insulation. If you're up in the mountains, you want the best windows for the environment. Once again, these are for Colorado, made in Colorado, and K&H Home Solutions is who you need to get them from. They can also, of course, do all the doors, windows, siding. These guys can make your house look brand new. They'll even tackle hail damage if you still have some and haven't called on it. They'll come out and not only look at the roof, but everything. 303-421-7100. 65 years in business. KHWindows.com.
Hi, I'm Terrell Davis, two-time world champion and Pro Football Hall of Famer.
Okay. Hey, everybody's back. Thank you, Mark.
All right, BR has high-speed internet on his desktop, and it's locking up. I don't know why it's locking up on some and not others, although I think the other issue is possibly it is locking up, and people aren't noticing it, because really it freeze frames. But some seem really bad.
All right, you ready for a crazy theory?
Yeah.
So I was running, and I've run it for years, the Broncos postgame over on KOA. And for years now, we have taken the Broncos footage, the Broncos video of the coach and the quarterback's press conference.
Yeah.
And just played it randomly on KOA. So I just go over on the computer and click it. This last weekend, the audio didn't play from those events.
Why?
Other audio played, but not those. I'm suspecting a bad frame rate from the press conference.
Huh.
It just didn't translate through this audio equipment. I'm wondering if you have any setting in there that may be confusing the Zoom, the OBS, anything. Is it a higher frame rate? Is it a different
That's
HD?
all going to be on Tom's side, though.
No, okay, I'm saying within this camera.
Explain it to me, bro. What do you ask?
I was just saying that within the camera, do you have it? You should set it at a lower, not necessarily 4K. It should be at HD.
You think the camera might be stilting, shuddering?
It could be sending too much info.
That's a good point.
You mean the phone?
All
right
you got to
there.
do is drop us down and just put us up and see if it does it.
Wait, you're saying are you saying I
want
can
him
do
to
that?
or within the camera you could do it?
Within the software, if you're running 4 or 8K, you just bring it down to 720. Just bring it down there for a minute, and let's see if it solves a problem. Then we'll fine-tune it.
Well, Mark, are you saying bring it down for the whole feed or bring it down for just Zoom? I can't bring it down for just Zoom.
Because it seems like it's been something that has happened since you've added this phone. And I'm wondering if the video rate within the phone right now is...
can you, Mark, when you call on Zoom with that phone...
All you do is send that link and I click on it. I do nothing else.
Yeah, see.
That's true.
Yeah.
But
Since
you
it is Zoom.
should be able to, whatever is receiving that feed, you should be able to tell it the frames.
You mean when
That's
I
true.
receive your Zoom?
Yeah, the frame rate for the Zoom calls.
Okay, I'm
we could do
looking.
it.
I'm looking. Video settings here. Let me see.
I saw it up on the YouTube a second ago. You hit it. Now I don't see it.
We could do it in vMix. I remember how to do it in vMix.
vMix,
So
you can
obvious-
definitely say how you want to
Yeah, you
receive
could
the
change-
video.
Oh, you could change, the frame rate.
No,
and frame
Mark,
size.
you're right. I can do that for the whole thing.
Well,
Are-
let's do it. All we care about is do it for the whole thing, maybe on the big break,
for this
and let's see
segment.
if it solves the problem.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
Then we can dial in what works.
Yeah, go back to
I want to see if I
1080.
can do it on the Zoom. I'm looking at the Zoom right now, and I'm going to see.
Right, yeah, look at the incoming info.
Girl Friday says Shannon rocks.
Yeah.
I bet Girl Friday's like a 75-year-old dude. What do you think?
Hey, I'm thinking any port in a storm.
I'll never forget coming out of my house in my cul-de-sac in Castle Rock and seeing the KOA van with the antenna the size of hell parked 3 homes down at my neighbor's house to learn that Shannon was dating my neighbor.
Here we come.
630 K-How.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. All right, now, Ryan, geez.
Well, go back. Let's pull him back up. I mean, here's the bottom deal. He's saying listen to this. Since he bought the vehicle brand new from, I think he said Auto Nation in 2021, it's been in the shop 1 out of every 7 days. That's crazy.
And it all started 1 year after, so he can't invoke the Lemon Law. The warranty, Ryan, we were talking about, did the warranty take care of everything?
The warranty has covered the majority of the repairs. However, not all the repairs because they've blamed me for some of the
What did they blame
things
you
that have
for?
happened.
What did they blame you for?
There was a hole in this hose that was up against the firewall of the.
What
of
was
the
it, a
truck,
coolant
and
line?
No, it was like an air intake for the.
Oh, how
for
can
the
they blame
manifold.
you for that, though? How can they blame you for it?
Yeah, they said that I probably did it when I changed the air filter. But it was up against the firewall. I'm telling them I have no idea.
Well, how would it have
that I
broken
didn't do
itself?
that.
Is it possible? Let's look at it from their stance. If you didn't mess with anything, how would that just break? Is it like a hose that busted or what?
No, the hole, he said.
It's a plastic thing that had a bracket mounted to like the firewall or the something, and then so when something moved, it
Yeah,
broke
but
that
that's
and made a
minor
hole
compared.
in that form-fitting plastic.
That's minor compared to everything else. So let's talk about the overall truck. What the hell's going on with it? When you said it's in the shop for 170 days, I want you to think carefully. How many different problems, or were there just basically the same ones over and over?
No, there's been a plethora of various problems, everything from transmission to motor mounts to catalytic converter to emission
Oh, this sounds
sensors.
terrible.
Well, it's out of manufacturer's warranty, or no, it's not, you said, right?
It is currently under warranty, but I only have like 10,000 miles before I'm out of warranty.
What
they just keep fixing it and giving me the truck
No,
back
I
and
get it.
expecting
I
me to
get what you're saying. You're afraid of the damn thing. What's going to happen?
Well, what I do is sell it. Let's get it fixed for the umpteenth time and put it up for sale, man.
May I? Yeah, I wanted. That's what I was going to ask. What do you want, Ryan?
Well, hold on, though, and do it quickly while they still have 10,000 miles of manufacturer's warranty, because when people are looking to buy a used vehicle, that's really important.
Yes, absolutely. And I plan on selling it as soon as I get it back. However, I am not sure I feel comfortable with that because here I am passing off this problematic truck that I believe
then trade
they
it
should
in.
buy back.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not here to try to help your conscience.
But Ryan,
The
what do you,
problem is
Ryan?
they-
What
they've
do you
had my
want
truck
when
for
you
2.5
called us? What do you want, basically? What are you calling about? Like if you could do something, do you want them to buy it back? What do you want?
I would like it. I feel like it would be fair if they bought it.
They're not buying it back.
No.
Correct.
They'd probably do a trade-in on it and probably give you a fair price.
Yeah, like if they're the ones fixing it, they should be able to take it in on trade.
In my opinion, they're lowballing me because they know it's a problematic truck on trade-in.
Well, what are they offering?
I've been offered from 32,000 to 35,000.
And well, how do you know it's lowballing? Let's ask
I don't
Rodney.
know.
Hold on a second. Let's ask Rodney. He's a great guy. And if he took it in on trade, he'll give us an honest opinion.
If all of this stuff, I'm trying to think if it would show up. Yeah, it probably is on Carfax.
By the
Have
way,
you called it Carfax?
hold on. I want to get to Dan McKenzie right now because I've been trying to get him on for a while on this quit claim. Then Will, you have a comment on this. Hang on, Will. Have Will hang on. He has a comment on Ryan's issue. First, Dan McKenzie. Dan, I appreciate you being here. And Dan McKenzie, an estate planning attorney at 833 CO Plans. I want a quick question, Dan. We had a guy call in. And he wanted to know if he could undo this. And here's what it is basically. His father deeded him the house in a quitclaim deed, and he inherited his dad's basis of like some ridiculous amount, and like 200,000, and it's worth like 600 now or something. He just wants to know. And I told him that was the wrong way to do it. They should have done a beneficiary's deed or some kind of trust or whatever. He wants to know, can I undo it? Can my dad just quit claim it back to him? I mean, can I just quit claim it back to him? So how does that work?
I think, I've been told that really can happen. That might be a better question for a CPA, but if the intent was not necessarily to gift, but for convenience purposes or something for estate planning purposes, it is possible that they could save that capital gains basis actually. So
if he undid it and went back to his own, you don't think it might screw with anything?
I mean, like I said, I would confer with the CPA first because it's like the dad probably should have filed a gift tax return when
Let's
he made
call
that
Eric.
gift.
Yeah.
And then he might have to do it again on the way back. But I have been told when I've investigated this that there is a way that potentially it could be done and preserve that capital gain step up.
Okay. I don't think they did a gift tax return. I don't think they knew what they were doing.
No one does.
Yeah, but thanks, Dan McKenzie, 833 CO Plans, and that's really what we wanted to ask. So we will check with Eric Reinemer or one of the people at Atlas CPAs and Advisors. Thank you to get a second opinion on that.
I'm curious as hell now on that deal.
Yeah, I really am too. Because
now, if the guy, needless to say, if the guy was dead, it doesn't matter, right? There's no way they can reverse it.
You don't undo it then. So we do have to take a break. I'm going to ask everyone's indulgence on sticking around, please. 303-713-8255.
Very nice.
45 break.
Correct. Did I?
No, it's okay. Good. I got it.
I think I changed it, right?
Yeah.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
No problems getting across town here late in the morning. We're actually looking pretty good for all of our highways out here, up and down I-25. Not seeing any slowing from that north end all the way into the tech center. 225 is in the clear end to end. And I-70 is in great shape from one end of the city to the other. C-470, Boulder Turnpike, all up to speed. We aren't seeing any slowing out here. Now, there is a auto pedestrian crash cleaning up here at 56 in Pecos. Another at 56 in Quebec has all directions kind of tied up in there. Denver weather for today, we are looking at mostly sunny skies and a high up to 78. We're at 60 degrees right now. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business's needs. From quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options, Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Quote today in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
Hey, there are so many people that have heard about Vestera Turnkey, and they're wondering what it's about. I'm getting a lot of inquiries. So my friend Barry Miller started this. I've known Barry for more than 30 years, 35 years or more. He started the buyer brokerage whole thing in this country, and he's very, very astute at real estate. And what he's doing is he put together Vestera Turnkey to help people get involved in rental real estate without a worry. Because it's fully managed, fully researched. He helps you acquire the properties and dispose of them at the right time, and also make positive cash flow and have it completely managed. All of it can double investments in 2 years or 30, 40, and 50% returns every year, you got to call them. This is something I've personally checked out. I am getting involved in VesteraTurnkey.com. Full disclosure, I am getting involved. 303-888-3788, 888-3788. Now, talking about investments, let's talk about your home. Excel Roofing, probably the best investment you can make is a good roofer like Excel. They don't just come and make deals with insurance companies. They don't make you sign at the door. They don't trick you into a long-term contract. Here's what they do. They'll check out your house for repairs or replacement. Yeah, they do repairs and service. Then you don't have to sign anything. They give you a complete detailed contract with materials and labor. Then, if you want, you sign. And even then, you don't pay a dime. Nope. They don't take any money. You don't pay a cent until you're content. But they do more than the roof. They know about the entire roof system, including attic ventilation. It's all under one roof, excelroofing.com. Excel as in excellent, E-X-C-E-L, excelroofing.com, 303-761-6400. Now, further, if you want to do some window coverings in your brand new place or just spruce up the old one, one-stop shopping is what I believe in for window coverings. Don't try to do it yourself. Measuring alone is a bear. And then installation, are you kidding me? Get it all done by Made in the Shade. I'm going to tell you what they do. They come and measure and estimate for free. They measure every single opening. They even have designers help you pick the right stuff for the right openings. And then if you decide to go ahead, they have the best installers in the business. Look them up. DenverShades.co. That's Made in the Shade. DenverShades.co. 720-458-6566.
Yahoo News, main thing. Iran fires missiles into Israel, blah, blah, blah. And then it goes on to say dozens of missiles. Dozens. They fired over 200.
Jeez. A baker's dozen.
Hundreds. They said at least 200. And a bunch did hit. I don't know if they killed anybody, but there was a grip that got through for sure. You could see them blowing up on the ground. Isn't it wild? Here we are across the world watching a live city the size of Tel Aviv get bombarded with cruise missiles or ballistic of some sort.
It's technology right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Now, I'll tell you what, if they had what Russia had, if Russia sold them those ultrasonic or whatever, supersonic, that Iron Dome is absolutely worthless. Worthless. Nothing can stop those missiles. I guess they're saying 0.
0 what?
If they were hypersonic Russian or Chinese missiles, every fucking one of them would have hit. You just wait till these assholes. You know what? This fucking administration we have now, they shouldn't have given them more pallets of money like Obama did. They shouldn't have brought them back up to power, because eventually they will have hypersonic. Eventually they will have a nuke, and it's all because of it's all because of the fucking liberals, honestly.
I think they have something they could put in a truck right now.
Well, they opened fire at a mall today.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think they'd probably have a healthy-sized nuke they could put in a truck. They
You
probably
think so?
Yeah, I don't think they could mount it on anything, but I bet they're to the point where they have something rough in a truck.
That they could, almost like a briefcase you put in a movie theater or something.
I don't think they've gotten it down to a briefcase yet.
It'll fit in a big van.
I don't think no offense to Iran, I just don't think they could make pagers blow up yet. They're not there.
That was incredible too, by the way.
That was genius.
It was the best I've ever seen.
Yep.
And the other thing it did, I thought about, listen to this, not only did it kill some, it marked them. If they have a big hole in their hip now, they know they're part of that fucking organization.
Well, not just the holes in the hips, but they went to emergency rooms and now they're on surveillance.
Yeah, they know who these people are
they
now,
know.
literally.
Yep. Including the ambassador to Iran.
What's the one where
iHeartRadio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. People, I got some news for you. Never, ever, 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 ever take melatonin in the morning.
I think most people listening would probably know that already.
Oh, God, no. Mark, this doctor...
I suggest you throw Ambien in with that as well.
And they said 1 milligram shouldn't make you sleepy. 1 milligram is making me extremely sleepy. And anyway, the only time I get this sleepy is when you do the show. And I just I listen to get a nap. Anyway, just the opposite, actually, I'm on. What? Anyway, 303-713-8255. Let's talk to Ryan with this multiple issues on the 2021. I don't know what were we going to do with this. I mean,
well, he's going to trade it in. I don't know where else we're going to go.
Did we get Rodney? I wanted to get Rodney. That's why.
Yeah, and see if the value's right. Good idea.
Part of the reason I can't trade it in right now is because they still have my truck.
Well, then you're going to get it back. I mean, I just want to know what price you should get for that and if they're treating you fairly. Hold on. Kachina, did you hear me ask for Rodney if you could try him? And that would be great at JFR Cars. Now, Samantha's calling. Samantha is calling back with the Larry H. Miller deal. Now, Samantha, when we last checked with you, obviously, we had an attorney on to analyze this. You bought a 2020 Dodge Ram from Larry H. Miller. 2 weeks later, they said, look, we can't get the financing assigned. You need to put more money down. Now, according to your contract, or not 2 weeks later, they called you 4 weeks later or something like that.
I think it was 17 days.
Oh, I know what it was. No, it's 27 days. 27 days later. And according to our attorney, they only have really 10 days to notify you. And according to their own contract, it's 10 days. But here's what I want to know. She said you could probably hold him to the deal, but Mark analyzed that deal and says it sucks. You ought to just undo it anyway. Where do you stand right now?
Yeah, why did you buy every piece of mop and glow they threw at you?
So at this point, I'm actually working with Rena. We're actually going to be retaining her so that way we can move forward.
Good.
Because I mean, ultimately, this is ultimately my husband's truck, and this is the truck that he worked very hard for.
Right.
So we're going to follow through with that. And, we've got several different options as far as talking to the police, talking to attorneys, talking to you guys.
Yeah.
Filing a charge with the Department of Revenue about this. So there's a bunch of things going on at this point. So we're definitely following.
But here's what you need to tell your husband. The deal itself, it was packed with a lot of junk you didn't need. I mean, seriously. And I don't know if you're going to fight for this deal, if you will ever have the opportunity to remove some of that junk. But it was a bad deal, sister. It was a bad deal. Like, you got a lot of crap you didn't need. And I'm thinking, I don't know. I'm just thinking that it's not something that you want. I'm Tom Martino.
Yeah.
We have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. Stick around. And we'll see what we can do for you. 303-713-TALK or 303-MARTINO.
Don't run off. Don't run off. I haven't seen Ryan yet either. Where are they? Are they together?
I love the monkeys. The monkeys. That was one of the Monkeys' biggest hits.
I'll take you out of queue, Kel.
Shut up, Mark.
Hey, with them monkeys.
Okay.
You say goodbye, and I say hello, hello, hello. We are the monkeys.
Oh, God.
Does it blow you away? My voice is almost that of John Lennon.
It's
all
amazing.
squeaky.
It's amazing.
You know, the other person that actually was better than John Lennon in singing was his wife, Yoko Ono.
Oh, God.
Do we have any Yoko we could pull up during the break so I can just chill out here, man?
I think I could get a Haitian cat for you real quick.
Would you do that, please? Or just record behind the China? Well, forget that.
Wrangling a cat.
You're working hard. You getting anything done?
Yes, you're gonna love the update on the post office.
Let's not rehearse it. I want to hear it.
This guy's so enthusiastic, and he's talked to you before. He knows who you are. He's been on the show. Like, he called in several times.
A post office guy?
Yeah, James Boxroyd. He's a media relations guy.
Okay, Scott used to be the guy I know.
But you're gonna be super happy with us.
Okay. Gracias, Alex. Okay, te lo agradezco mucho. Okay, gracias. Adiós. Adiós. Okay, JJ's gonna be on now. Okay.
Jordan?
Yeah.
Oh, are you splitting?
Yeah, he's gonna be on
the phone.
From his phone.
Yeah, cool, man.
Ask him to run that illustration that you want me to.
I'll do it.
The 40-year-old with 100,000 or 200,000 and 25 years will be the base and also the income. Okay, he's on. So, well, I enjoy seeing your Billy Goat thing.
Yes.
Shit, isn't that something?
Yes.
I'll see you. I'll tell you what I'll do, Mark. I'm going to bring you some from Mexico. You know, they have a nice wax.
Straight razor.
No, a nice wax that you can put in there to
Yeah.
make it shape a little bit better.
I'm going to grow one of those handlebars.
Yeah, you should. You know, that you would look good on that. Really.
Of
You
course
would
I
look
would.
good on that.
I'd look good in whatever I
No,
wear.
you look good on that. You know, get a goddamn handlebar like that.
Big one. Goes almost to my ears.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, why not, right?
Why not? And a rat tail.
Shit,
I'm going to
yeah.
get a rat's
Right
tail.
over here, yeah. Just put it right here and then get a motorcycle.
And the post office.
Mark,
people
you
are
get a
really
motorcycle
nice.
and be.
It's gonna have a midlife crisis, you know.
I love the post office.
He's still young.
Oh yeah.
He thinks. You gotta travel, man.
Suzanne and I don't get out much.
I know you don't. You gotta travel.
We got to start traveling more.
All right. I'll see you guys
Good
later.
to see you again,
Later,
Joe.
Joe. It's good seeing you, man.
Yeah, and thank you for the time. I mean, I really appreciate it.
We'll get Jordan up here.
Okay. Get some time. And like I said, we're gonna be doing on the 20th. That's the 24th.
24th.
Text it or email it so I have it with the exact theater.
All right. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so be sure and let me know, okay? For sure about the commercial.
I will. Hey, Jordan. Hey, run
Oh yeah. It's a
Thursday, the 24th.
yeah, 100K,
All right, take
25 years with the bonus. All right, bye.
You do really good research, man.
Thank you. Well,
MR, you must be lying, according to
that's how
Tom.
you get results, you know, instead of bitching and yelling. Consumer disputes the allegation of activity.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah, man.
Don't you wish you were me and 9 boys going out tonight for Vonnie's birthday? Oh, God.
Oh, where are you going?
The melting pot.
The melting pot? That's a strange place to go. How old's he going to be?
Oh, they love the melting pot. That's with like,
Yeah, I know. It's all the
melted
fondue.
cheeses. Yeah, and fondue and.
How old's he going to be?
18, man.
18. You get him a hooker.
Oh my God.
Bring him the shotguns. They got that buffet.
Oh.
Hey, Dragon, you'll know the answer to this. Can you go to a strip bar when you're 18?
I think it depends on the club.
I don't know. Can you see if iHeart's got some passes to Shotgun Willies for Tom and the gang, please?
La Boheme was a big thing in the past. I don't know about shotguns anymore.
What's the big one nowadays?
I thought it was La Boheme.
It's always been Diamond Cabaret.
Oh, Diamond, yeah.
Diamond. They got like a steakhouse too, right?
Yeah.
So look at that, Tom. You can buy the boy
really
a
gonna eat at
steak.
strip club? Really?
Hey, Mark. So the Zoom, from what I'm reading, they tell me that the shuttering Zoom reception, if they're not both shuttering, the one who originated the call, if that one is still solid, which mine is, that means that it's on your end. It's the 5G on your end.
Well, that'd be easy to do. I just dump you and I go live on YouTube and see if it does it.
You could.
I mean, that's an easy test.
Well, I mean, if you go straight live from there on 5G, you shouldn't have any problem. Here's what I'm wondering. Could we do dual feeds? Are you allowed to have two things go live on the same channel?
No.
No.
You're not?
No.
Oh. That would be so cool.
Okay, Dave says you can get into a topless club at 18, but not full nude.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, like what
Ask Shannon. He probably knows.
Nudie bars.
Strip bars.
18?
No.
Tom's son's turning 18 today, and he's bringing him to the melting pot. I suggested Shotgun Willies.
Take him to the melting pot.
Hey-o!
Oh! I think I'm the only one that barely heard that.
I didn't hear it.
But I knew you'd know the question.
Oh, that's going to make
The
me
answer.
fucking laugh all day.
What did he say?
Well,
I
he's
didn't
still
hear
employed
it.
here. No, don't worry about it. No, it's all good. Yeah, thank you, though.
Yeah,
Party
the
gifts for you in
Zoom.
the
Now I'm getting a lot of. Now I am seeing it. The Zoom is stilted. It's like.
I'm going to remember that forever.
It's crazy. You guys.
That was the best. Shannon, that was the best
Till
line.
next time.
Oh, shit. Shannon has left the building.
10 seconds, everybody.
Website. Money. That's money. Enter it now at khow.com. Inflation salvation on 630 KHOW.
Ripped off, bad news. You need advice so you don't have to lose. We'll come running just as fast as we can. Troubleshooter's gonna help the common man.
This is the Troubleshooter Show. Now, Tom Martino.
Hey, welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. What's going on in your life? How can we help you? Let's talk. What is going on? Well, we have who do we have in the studio, Mark, with you? I know Joe left.
Joe had to leave, so Jordan has joined us, and he's going to run some numbers for us on a annuity. And then we've got Deputy Dollar that's here. We've got Dragon, of course, on the other side, waving, and then Kelly answering the phones.
Okay, let me go back to Deputy D here with me. There was a guy who called in about the post office, D, and he said that if you don't get a lot of mail, they cut off your mailbox from ever getting mail again. That was one claim he made. If you get intermittent mail, you can be cut off. Is that true or not?
No, I successfully reached a great enthusiastic contact way inside the post office.
Yeah,
and
what
I
did
just
they
spoke
say?
with him. So he's going to investigate this issue, both of these questions internally. It sounds like there was a miscommunication. The mail should not stop after 2 years of inactivity. But besides that, the consumer disputes the 2 years of inactivity anyway.
Then he made another claim. He said he called the post office and they told him that when you have, you can't have two residential addresses in the United States, which I think is bull crap.
Yeah, I had a similar reaction, and our contact inside the post office has a reaction that's very similar to that too.
Okay,
He
so
thinks that
that's
they're
not true.
Yeah, he believes
Okay.
that the ladies.
So I'm not going to handle this caller because I think we drop it. When callers they don't tell us the truth. They try to get us excited.
Why don't you think the caller told the truth and not the moron he was talking to at the post office?
Well, let me just finish what the gentleman at the post office is doing.
And by the way, D did not talk to the guy he talked to, Mark.
No,
so.
yeah, I'm not talking to the guy you talked to. I'm talking about the guy he claims he talked to.
Well, let me put it this way. The gentleman I contacted well within the post office is going to investigate this.
Good.
And he's going to enlist the help of the person who's in charge of the local postmaster to help resolve both of these issues.
So the one who talked to him, probably.
The one who talked to the consumer?
Yeah.
Sounds to me like that lady was wrong. So the post office
Do you think that, I wonder if the lady actually said it. Mark thinks maybe she did say it.
Dude, they're better now, so I don't want to dog them like I used to, but they used to lie to me at the Franktown post office. They would say they tried to deliver stuff. There's nothing on a camera. They're just outright liars. I mean, I don't know how else to put it, but I will clarify, now that the majority of them are done and gone and the new ones are in, they're doing a better job.
Great, Mark. Well, this gentleman is going to help us out. He's going to research this and get the assistance of, higher ups over there at Bellevue, and he's going to get back to us. He's going to get back to me and let me know how he.
I can't wait
this.
to get a long-term update on it.
All right, thanks. 303-713-8255. Do we have JFR cars on? Yes, we have Rod Greer. Rod, this guy's had nothing but trouble with his GMC. His 2021 GMC, brand new GMC Sierra. It's been in the shop 170 days. But here's what I want to ask you, Rod. What would that bring on trade-in? How many miles on it, Ryan?
It does have 90,000.
90,000? So, Rod, a 2021 GMC Sierra, what would it, with 90,000 miles, what would it bring in a trade?
You guys caught me in a bad position. I'm actually rolling to get a new car from a dealer. But if you can give me a little bit.
Yes.
What series is it? Is it a Denali?
It's a 1500 AT4, and it has all the bells and whistles like the HUD, the improved, the cameras all the way around, the improved sound system. It has all the bells and whistles.
And the 4-door or crew cab?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Crew cab. Okay.
Crew cab.
Has it ever had an accident or anything like that?
Nope. It's just a piece of crap, but don't take that into consideration, Rodney. When I say a piece of crap, he's had maintenance issues, but he's looking to trade it, and he wants to know if they're giving him a fair price.
Okay, I can definitely get that to you. If you let me see if I can pull it up at the next dealership.
Yeah, whatever.
Right
yeah, give us a call.
I'll call you guys back.
That would be great. Thank you. Okay, appreciate it. 303-713-8255. Let's talk to Will, who has another car issue. Will, what's going on?
Yeah, hi. I had a similar situation, and I hired a lawyer, and he said Colorado lemon laws don't work very well, but he went after a federal lemon law and was able to get it resolved.
Now, that's really good to know, but I think what you're talking about is the federal...
What is it? The
Magnuson-Moss Act.
Thank you.
Is that it, sir?
I'm not sure. I know my situation was I had the same problem had to be fixed 3 times.
Right, that's right. Why didn't the Colorado lemon law kick in?
Because he said it's a horrible lemon law.
Now, what did when they went after you, when this attorney helped you, what did you get? What was the result?
Well, he was reasonable. Mine wasn't as expensive as what you're doing, but he doesn't take any money up front, but he wants to split whatever he gets. So we settled for like $3,000.
Wait, whatever he gets. So you kept the vehicle and got $6,000 and he took $3,000, or what? Tell me how this worked out.
Well, so his deal is, I won't charge you anything. You have to agree upon the deal I get. I was getting nothing from the dealership. They weren't going to give me anything. It was in the shop for 120 days. and they weren't going to give me anything. So he said, "Look, I'll get whatever I get. Yeah, I'll give you half of whatever I get, and you can settle for it or not settle for it."
Okay, I get it. But what about the vehicle itself? Did you keep it?
I did. Yeah, I didn't have any choice. Yeah, I mean.
So are you still having trouble with it?
No, it got fixed finally after the third time, and I haven't had any trouble in the last 6 months.
Okay. Well, that's odd though, because I just it's a good way of doing business. He takes half, but then if you still had a lemon, it wouldn't do you much good, right? I mean, think about that.
That's true.
I mean, but you were able to get cash. It was fixed, so it worked out for you. But thank you for the comment. Thank you, Will. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. So we have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. Renew Home Innovations will get you beautiful shower conversions, and they have stone resin walls, look just like stone with no maintenance, glass panels, no thresholds to stumble or step over. You can wheel in, walk in with a walker, or of course just able-bodied, it doesn't matter, but it helps you instead of getting those old ugly walk-in tubs, and you can get rid of your shower tub combo. RenewHomeInnovations.com, 2 or 3 days to do these beautiful conversions, and then you have 72 months to pay with no interest. 303-904-2000.
Getting your house ready to sell? Rely on the experience of Frank Duran, the realestateman.com.
Does your home need repairs prior to selling? I have the experience and great local connections to help you determine which items are cost effective. We will detail which simple, easy steps you can make to enhance your home's appeal. I'm with you every step of the way.
I'm consumer advocate Tom Martino, urging you to use Frank Duran, the realestateman.com with RE/MAX Alliance, 303-920-1622.
You know, we had O'Brien Legal Services on the air with us just a little while ago on this show. We use them all the time, and you should too. If you have a real estate issue that needs to be solved, he's a real estate attorney. If you're a landlord being plagued by maybe bad tenants, you need to do evictions the right way now. The laws have changed. Maybe you have a squatter problem. If you have any issues as a landlord, contact Brad O'Brien. He does other real estate law as well. olslaw.com, 720-370-7388. Fixmyhome.com. These are the people that will fix your furnace or air conditioner, but more importantly, keep it from breaking down with a no breakdown guarantee. Here's what they'll do. For $39, if you've never had it done before, they will do an extreme clean. It's a practical refurbishment of your furnace before the cold really hits. Don't let your furnace go without a cleaning, especially if you've not had it done before, because this is where your furnace loses efficiency and dies. But fixmyhome.com and then book now. You get it for $39. Fixmyhome.com, book now. Keel and Park are estate planning attorneys that do business in a very simple way. They meet with you free of charge and go over your entire estate. Everything you own, everything you're invested in, all of your collectibles, your real estate, your motor vehicles, your heirs, and your dreams. Then they put together a plan. What do you want to do with what you own? How do you want to pass on your business and your assets? They come up with a plan free of charge. Now, all of this is free up to this point. Then the plan has a flat rate pricing model. So you get to choose exactly what you want to do, and you'll know exactly what it will cost. No nickel and diming. Keel and Park, look them up, lawkp.com. That's Keel and Park, lawkp.com, 970-818-8198.
Good afternoon. Thanks for calling the Tom Martino Show. Yeah, just give me your number. So
I got to figure out what I'm doing here. Hold on. Let me go back to the wide shot here.
Dragon, you probably missed this, but Tom, before the show, took a melatonin.
So what's the big deal?
Yeah, I looked up the side effects, and drowsiness is at the top of the list.
Is like a little spaciness too?
Dizziness is also at the top of the list.
I just can't believe it. I'm going to cut it in half.
What's melatonin supposed to do in the morning?
Well, okay, as a daily addition to your supplements, it's supposed to be great for the immune system and something about the brain.
Why wouldn't you take it in the evening?
Okay, I don't like it in the evening because it gave me nightmares, but that was at 5 and 10 milligrams. I thought taking 1 milligram during the day would be better. So I need to cut it in half. The recommendation was 0.3 milligrams to 1 milligram. And I took 1 thinking, I'm a big boy. I can handle 1 milligram. And it's just is devastating. Wow.
And melatonin's very natural. It's like the exact thing our body produces.
And it's supposed to be really good for you as a supplement, as a daily. Do you know people who had high levels of melatonin did not get COVID?
I take it at night.
Do you? Yeah, it's good for you. It's really good for you. But how much do you take at night?
I'd have to look up what I'm taking.
1 milligram, I thought, would never affect me at all.
Let me see. I think I bought it at Costco.
You too. Bye-bye.
Mine's got something else in it, too. It's got something that... Here
Good
it is.
afternoon. Thanks
Mine's
for calling
called
the Tom
Sleep
Martino
3. Nature's Bounty Sleep 3.
Really? Sleep 3, okay.
10 milligram melanoma.
Holy shit, that's strong.
Can't hear you. I don't know if I'm on
And
speakerphone
it also
or
has
That's really strong, Mark.
triple action time release technology.
Okay. What was your name?
Well, that's just the way it's released, probably.
And 200 milligrams of L-theanine.
Yeah,
10 seconds,
that's
guys.
nothing. That's a good supplement, though.
Trajan Wealth, your trusted local fiduciary advisors. TrajanWealth.com.
Hello, Tom Martino here. Jordan Chiano joins us from MyMoneyMyWay.com.
I got someone that wants to run an exact number if I can give it to him.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, I sent it to him. I don't know if he ran it yet, but the guy said $100,000, Jordan. So $100,000 annuity with the 15% bonus you guys give him immediately to grow. And then if it sits, and he's around the age of 40, if it sits till he's 65 and then turns on the income stream, how much is he guaranteed to get every month until the day he dies?
Either every year is about $56,000 a year. And
Oh,
the
my
reason
God.
is, yeah, it's a much bigger because.
What are you kidding me? Really? Wait. He'll get $56,000 a year?
A year off the 100K. Because again, he has time, 25 years. But the key thing is, we roll it over into two different annuities. One
Now,
would be
why
there
do you
for
do
about
that?
15
I
years.
heard that strategy. Why do you do 2 different annuities?
Yeah, so it's just really to restart the guaranteed step up. And so what I mean by that is a lot of the annuities might have some have the guaranteed component, but this stops after 10 years or stops after 14 or 15 years, and so it's not going to keep on growing as much. Whereas if you do it in 2 annuities, you get to get the bonus in one and get it growing a lot, and then do it again, get a bonus again, as well as that guaranteed step up. So that's how you can get it up there. It's not going to be much different.
If you think of that, Tom, so that's $4,666 a month at age 65, that person would get forever. On top of that, they're going to get, let's say, what, $4 or $5, $6 grand in Social Security.
No. They don't get that much in Social Security.
You don't think so?
Hell no, Mark. Mark, I can tell you from a standpoint of a very high wage earner that I know for the last 40 quarters, very high. And he is getting $3,500 a month.
Oh, no kidding. Is that after it's paying for Medicare?
Yes.
It says here
yes,
the highest is $4,873.
Well, I should be getting the highest. Okay,
and that's age 70. But
mine went up. You're right. That's if you wait till 70. I started getting mine at 66, and I was getting about 35.
Well, for you, it made sense. So
I was getting about it was for various reasons it made sense because I had minor kids, and so I got a lot of money because of the kids and me. But now, as the kids drop off, I'm thinking around $4,000 with the new. I get about $4,000, but
after it's taken money out for Medicare.
Yes.
But think about that. So $4,800 right now. It's going to be higher, of course, in 25 years. Plus, that annuity is basically paying the exact same amount. That person could put themselves easily at a guaranteed $110,000 a month. I'm sorry, a year.
But still good, yeah.
No, it's incredible. There's a lot of people right now listening going, oh, my God, I wish I had $10,000 a month coming in.
Absolutely, as well as, don't forget that long-term care benefit that is on our product.
Well, what does that part do, Jordan? What is that? Oh, does that mean it like doubles as something?
Exactly. So if they're getting, let's say that $4 or $5,000 on this product here, well, if they ever need long-term care, living assistance, in-house, out-of-house, it doesn't matter because they get it with our product here, and it doubles. You hit it right on the head. So they get almost $10,000 on our product alone, plus Social Security. Now you're sitting real pretty.
That's amazing. And then what does that mean? Does that mean you have to be on your deathbed to get that double benefit?
No. It's just like regular long-term care.
So there's basically three things that are referred to as necessities that you have to basically qualify for to kick it in.
Yeah, two of the six. Like, like bathing yourself.
You can't cook, you can't bathe.
You got it, exactly. So
and then that doubles.
And that's right. And that product we're talking about, 15% bonus.
That's amazing. And I guess the reason for that is then that extra is for someone to come in and do that stuff for you.
You got it, and they know just like Social Security, it's a law of big numbers. Some people live longer, some people unfortunately live shorter. So it's just a matter of your lifespan and all that.
Do you have anybody? And I'm not kidding. Do you have anybody making $300,000-$400,000 a year off of one of your products over a period of time? Or no way?
That is a good question. Yeah, I do actually. We have a couple that's pretty young, and he's 38 years old. A very nice Indian couple. He's done a lot of software work, and he's come here and he has almost, I don't want to say his name or anything, but almost $800,000 tucked away in 401ks. At that age, can you imagine? I mean, so he has his money at 38 years old. And that's what he's just been doing his whole time here. Isn't that insane? So we're looking at the products, and yes, it'll pay a lot.
That's nuts, man.
So, but here's the deal, Mark. I don't think a lot of people would have $100,000 at 40.
Oh, I disagree with that. I think a lot of people that get a job with, a bigger company when they're either right out of college and that 401k's building for 15 years.
Tax
maybe
deferred.
A company
right.
I just think it's probably way more than you're thinking. Now, there's a lot of people that don't, but I think it's a lot more than what you're thinking. What have you found, Jordan?
You're absolutely right. And I'll say we work with anybody, so I want to put that out there first. So more or less that's the same thing for us. But we found, I would say at 40, you're probably spot on there, Mark. You probably find about 100 to maybe 200,000.
Yeah.
As long as they haven't tapped into it.
And then where they make most of their money, if I still, I'm not sure my numbers are still correct, but most, at least males and probably females at this point, make most of their money in their 50s towards retirement.
True. And just, the expense factor of having,
Now we have a question. We have a question here, too, from Deputy D. Go ahead, D.
Hi, Jordan. Over the weekend, I had a conversation with my 18-year-old niece, who's very smart and very mature, and she has saved up $10,000 from her after-school work. And we were discussing various investment options for her. And I was wondering what would you recommend to an 18-year-old who has $10,000 and no foreseeable need to touch that?
Well, that's where I know Tom loves to talk about this product, and I love it just as well. That'd be the second product we offer. We only deal with two products. One is the annuity we just mentioned. She's a little too young for the annuity itself. But really,
why is she? Before you go on, why is she too young for the annuity? I'm just curious. I mean, if 10 grand festered for 50 years, that would be a hell of a lot of money.
True, yes, but they're not going to have that guaranteed component at that age, and so they only will have the growth in the market, and which is fine still because they won't lose money when it goes down. So they could do it, but a lot of times they want to see them probably in the 30s or so.
Okay,
40s
that's weird. Yeah,
yeah, but you can still do it. You're just not going to get as well of the benefits. You'd have to roll it over a few times. So that is possible, but I would say the Become the Banker life insurance account. That's the product that I always talk about where I put money into it. I've used the account to purchase vehicles, pay myself back.
Yeah, but would she have to? I need to know this. Would she have to keep feeding it?
Continually fund it, yeah. So there's options. Yeah, one would be the best option would be yes, if she's going to keep on doing after school work and that, whatever she's going to put in at her age is pretty affordable. Even if it's $100 or $75 a month, that age should be great with the 10K lump sum. And by doing that, her $10,000 is just basically moving from her left pocket to her right pocket, earning close to about 5% interest tax free.
Well, and then the other thing is she can actually lend that money to herself. Let's say she goes and buys a car for 10 grand and that 10 grand is sitting in that account. Instead of paying interest somewhere else on the car, she can actually borrow her own money, make payments back into there, and charge herself interest on it. That's tax deferred, right?
The tax deferred part, you'd have to have a business for that, the tax deferral.
Okay.
But definitely it's tax-free. The cash is growing tax-free. You can use it tax-free. But you're hitting it right on, Mark. That is the philosophy of becoming your own banker. Get rid of the banks. Self-finance your own purchases, especially at her age. My gosh.
Because you feed yourself back the interest.
Correct.
Yeah,
and I just wanted to answer your question, though. You could also do the other option where you just dump the money in once and never pay again. That is another option, but you do lose the tax-free benefit.
Well, that sounds very attractive. If she can dump the money in there and not touch it for 40 years, what would happen?
She could touch it too. The benefit of this would
she can loan it to herself, but it's still there
back on purpose.
You'd want to touch it at this point. Yeah,
just to generate that interest.
On your own. So
exactly.
Listen. So do you have to, when you do an annuity, let's say at 30 or 40 or whatever, do you have to wait to retirement to take payments, or can you take them at any age?
No.
Okay.
You could take them at any age. Now, keep in mind. No, I should say. Let me preface that with qualified money.
You have to be 59 and a half or older, right?
Yeah.
Or pay out the nose.
Yeah.
Correct,
you wouldn't do that,
but
right?
Non-qualified money, you'd be fine.
With both of those products, Jordan, can you roll over a 401k or some kind of account?
Absolutely.
Any qualified account into them?
Anything, SEP, IRA, Roth, and the best thing is you're not paying any taxes when you roll it over.
And Deputy D, listen to this. I'll tell you why I know about this product is because I've known Joe and Jordan for a long time. And Joe, when Jordan was a youngster, set it up for him. Tell people out there really what you did with that account.
Yeah, I was 16 years old when I first found out about it. My father funded it for our college funding accounts. But the best part was I was ready to get a vehicle, and Mark said it. You borrowed the money against it. You're not taking it from it. You're borrowing against it. I was able to purchase my Jeep, pay myself back after over 3 years. All that interest I would have lost to the bank, all the interest that I made
went into his life insurance account.
All in my pocket. Yep, and I've done it numerous times with more vehicles, homes, and that's why I'm saying for her age, she's going to have a wonderful, just a product of tax-free money for her to use.
And I want to point out to Deputy D, because he's the one to answer it. Notice what he said. So she puts the 10 grand in. What happens is she actually borrows. That 10 grand never leaves that account, but she can borrow it at a certain interest rate depending on what the interest rate is. Let's just take 3%. So she borrows that money at 3%, but that money is still sitting in there growing with its own interest at the same time.
Yeah, I know.
Then
Credit.
she can pay herself back.
Right.
You're spot on. Yep. And that's why that is the idea.
All right, we got to take a quick break. I'm Tom Martino. If you have any questions, give us a call. GenesisTotalExteriors.com, your source for any kind of mold detection and mitigation now. They added that to their repertoire of exterior products. Now they do interior mold inspections, and they're honest. GenesisTotalExteriors.com.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Michael Brown in the morning and Dan Kaplis in the afternoon. 630 KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
We're starting to see some slowing again past this accident, westbound 6th at Federal. They've been cleaning up to the right shoulder, and for a time, everybody was getting by it just fine. Now we're starting to see those delays from I-25 out past Federal. Don't know why it's taken them so long to get cleared out of there. Just be prepared for a little bit of a slowdown if you're coming off I-25 heading westbound 6th Avenue. We're running heavy westbound I-70, Colorado to Brighton, but overall no problems across the city. Boulder Turnpike looks to be in good shape too. Taking a look at your weather forecast for today, mostly sunny skies, a little cooler today, high up to 78, few clouds overnight, down to 52 for a low. Right now we're at 62 degrees downtown Denver. With your Impact Traffic and Weather, I'm Aaron O'Neill, 630 KHOW.
Progressive Commercial Insurance can protect your small business with over 30 coverage options, an easy-to-use mobile app, personalized discounts, and more. Get a quote in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com. Discounts and coverage selections not available in all states or situations.
You know, Gravina Windows has been with us for so long on the referral list at referralist.com. Now, this is Larry Gravina and his son Nick, the ones on 950 West Evans. We don't get complaints about Gravinas. We get praises. They have the foundation and heritage every company wants, but few ever achieve. Now listen to this. What I really love is they have multitudes of products, not just one or two. They have 50 lines of windows, so you can choose the budget for you. They have high quality, energy efficiency, beauty, and value in all of their products. Multiple brands of siding. They've been in the business since 1988. And so between Nick and his Larry and his son Nick, they have a combined experience of 75 years. Yep. Let's talk about heritage. GravinaWindows.com, 303-472-8462. Sheridan Auto Tech, another kind of heritage, and that is one of longevity, honesty, experience, integrity, everything you want and value in an auto repair facility, and they even do electrical issues. So you got it all under one roof. SheridanAutotech.com. You can trust Kevin Calkin and his team to do a great job, including pre-buy inspections on used cars. Yep, they're on referralist.com. Sheridan, 303-455-7242.
I'm going to get, we should get Deputy D an email.
Okay, I will. That's a good idea.
Jordan, are you still there?
He just emailed me from the Fidelity.
Jordan's there, yeah. I don't know if he's listening.
Jordan?
He can't. Can you bring the caller up, or a guest up? Off air. I hear everything everybody says. There's an echo, just so you know, Tom.
This is Jordan. Do you need me to say anything?
Hi, Jordan.
Hey, man.
It's Dimitri again. I wanted to follow up on what you said. If she does not borrow money from that account for a while, what is the interest rate at which it will continue to grow in total absence of her activity?
So either way, it'll grow at the same interest rate. That's the thing.
And what is
it's going to grow close to about 5 to 6%.
Okay.
Yeah, about 5 to 6% in today's world, but that's a tax-free 5 to 6% if she's adding money to it. Now, if she just dumps the 10 in, then the tax-free benefit kind of comes off because then it's more of an investment at that point, not just life insurance. So if she just dumps the 10 in there, she'll still get the 5 or 6% interest, but if she uses the money, she'll get taxed on it, based off capital gains.
Thank you for that clarification.
But yeah, but it could change. Just so you know, it could be higher, not really much lower.
It really, what it does too, Dimitri, more than anything, it teaches her how to start saving and creating a retirement fund at a young age. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Completely, yes. And
It disciplines. It's a discipline.
Mm-hmm. And it's a life tool because think of just at her age how many things she's going to have to purchase. And if she didn't have to use, she'll still use Visas or credit cards, but she could pay it off with her own money and pay herself back. And that's the power, getting all that interest back in your pocket.
My kid's 24. He's got like $60K in a 401K and then another 40 grand in a stock cash account, which is the only reason he's got that is because we made him save basically half of anything he made when he lived in our house. We got him used to it at the age of 16.
That's smart, and I got to say, when I was talking about that Indian couple, that's the kind of thing that your son's on track for because the discipline. For them, they didn't have their citizenship. They've been here for 15 years, paying their taxes, so they had to put money in, but they had to work somewhere, otherwise they get booted out. So $800,000 at 38 years old. God, you don't even see people at 65 with that most times.
Man, good information, bro.
We got you.
Jordan?
Oh, thank you. That was great. Yeah, that was a really good segment.
Jordan?
Hey, when does the annuities, what age do you get all the benefits? 40, 30, what?
So good question. So as far as the main part, it's 40 for the guaranteed step up for a lot of the products.
Got it.
The long-term care is not until 60. So that's usually and most people won't usually need it before then anyways. But living assistance long-term care would be 60 and older, and then that guaranteed.
Tom, do you have that long-term care on yours?
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes they call it chronic illness rider or terminal illness, but yeah.
I think my
10
income.
seconds, guys.
My income at 74 will be $30,000 a month.
I have a true treadmill. It's the smoothest and quietest I've ever been on.
We have the nation's lowest prices on the best equipment you can buy. You can save up to 50% off.
You never regret buying quality. Visit Fitness Gallery to find the right equipment and get moving today.
Hurt in a car crash? Get John Fuller on your side. Search Attorney John Fuller.
Denver's talk station. Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Okay, let's go back to the phones and solve some problems for you. Vanessa, I think Vanessa is next. Vanessa, what's going on? Is Vanessa ready or not?
But we're sweating. She's up now. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Vanessa, hi. What's going on, Vanessa?
Hi, good. Well, I didn't get the information for the guest you had on the show regarding investment.
Oh, that's our bad.
I actually, yeah, that was my bad.
Okay.
I just left the bank to try to set up an appointment for my daughters and probably myself.
Here, why don't you go, let me just say something straight up about investing. Banks are the worst place you can go. Okay? You want registered investment advisors or certified financial planners. And certified financial planners are certified by FINRA. And that stands for this organization. And then registered investment advisors are either registered with the state of Colorado or with the Securities and Exchange Commission, depending on the amount of assets they manage. But the reason I tell you that is not because the state or the government guarantees them, but they do say that they passed the qualified tests and did the proper registrations and have the proper insurances and bonding and all of that. Right, Jordan? I mean, there is something to be said about regulation when it comes to investing because, and it's really, it really got better since Madoff. I mean, I'm telling you, it is not an easy thing to become a registered investment advisor or a certified financial planner.
And I can't emphasize this enough for you, Vanessa. Jordan's father teaches the courses that people have to pass to be able to become a fiduciary in Colorado. He's like the teacher of the investment people.
Very true. And so we're
Wow.
we're
Okay.
different standards.
And I think that's what I love about the most, just because I had a hard time setting up things for myself. I'm 37 and I have a 19-year-old and a soon-to-be 17-year-old. So when I go to multiple places in the springs, I feel that the environment or expectation is for people to come with, hundreds of thousands of dollars.
You're exactly right, Vanessa. That's one thing that I can't stand about investment people. They don't want to look at you if you don't have tons of money. And that's
But
not
that's
the,
why that's why that become the banker for especially your kids and maybe even her at 37 is great because it doesn't really matter what you start with. You just constantly add to it.
Now, one thing I do want to mention,
And
okay?
education everybody.
I want to mention this to Vanessa. Vanessa, if you get involved in any kind of investment, whether it's an investment advisor or you do something through Joe Chiano, a certified financial planner, you do an insurance policy that you purposely overfund or a small annuity or whatever, no matter what you get involved in, you as a consumer need to be involved. That doesn't mean you need to be involved in each and every investment, but you need to be involved. Like if you do the overfunding of life insurance, one of the big mistakes people make is when they get involved in that, they don't take advantage of the benefits. Like the borrowing, where if you're going to use money anyway from someone else and you have it available in your own account, you should borrow it from yourself because the interest that you pay goes right back to your own account. And so many people, for example, Jordan, we had one person that complained one time, and I said, well, I find that hard to believe because Joe and Jordan do such a good job. And her complaint was this. She had borrowed money from the account, and she never paid it back, which is fine. You're allowed to do that. But her cash value was going down. And I said, well, you're using the money. She didn't understand that you have to pay it back with interest to make that grow, just like you would pay back a bank. And so you just have to know how to use it. Is that right, Jordan?
You're right. Yes, that's something that we stress. We want to help meet with clients and educate them because you're spot on. With people out there with the financial world, it's sometimes confusing for consumers. You might feel like you have to have a lot of money. We don't believe in that. We want to help take you by the hand, educate you on some great products, and at least meet once to twice a year just to help kind of remind you and use all these monies to your benefit. So give us a call and or visit our website at becomethebanker.org, and we can definitely set you and your daughter up.
Yeah, and
Wonderful. Yeah, thank you so much.
yes, and Kachina will make sure you get that number. It's she'll make sure you get that number 303-779-6600. More coming right up.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
New slowdowns for folks heading to the Boulder area up on the far northwest end of town. Highway 36 westbound. We've got a crash blocking 2 left lanes after McCaslin Boulevard. This one's seen about 16 minutes of delays with stop-and-go traffic back from Flatiron Circle. South of there, some good news. I-70 westbound at Kipling Street. A recent crash has been all cleared, seeing traffic pick back up from Wadsworth. Out west into the high country, I-70 westbound again. We've got a stalled semi on the right lane just after the Memorial Tunnel with slow driving back from US 6 base for Floyd Hill. Fox 31 pinpoint weather. Things a little bit cooler today. High of only 78 throughout the Front Range. The current temperature in Denver is 64 degrees. With your impact traffic and weather, Mark Swan, 630 KHOW.
Progressive Commercial Insurance flexes to fit your business's needs. From quick repairs to adjustable coverages and even payment options, Progressive Commercial makes it easy to get what you need. Quote today in as little as 6 minutes at progressivecommercial.com.
I can't stress enough the importance of maintaining furnaces, especially now. It's not really cold. You should call before the rush. And Fix It 24/7 really is the only company that truly gets the dirt out. I mean, when you see it, you'll believe it. I'm not saying other companies are bad. I'm just saying you want to get an extreme clean, you get it from Fix It 24/7. And they guarantee no breakdown after they're done. They go through the entire system, and it increases efficiency and longevity. FixMyHome.com. Click on Book Now. FixMyHome.com. Red Rock's Roof and Solar will also help with heating and air in another way. When you get a solar system, man, all of your energy can be taken by that solar system. In fact, many people, when they do the solar system, get a new upgraded hybrid furnace that also runs on electric, or an all-electric furnace, or a water heater that can work with electric. And here's the deal. If you do that at the same time you're putting in the solar system, you can get a tax credit on the whole amount. Red Rocks RS can tell you all about it. RedRocksRS.com. 303-704-2449. Today we're talking about retirement. Some other experts we recommend: Investment Advisors, Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies, who can help you out with a quarterback for your retirement plan. They look at all of your elements and make recommendations, and they can even help you with recommendations for estate planning and long-term care and everything else in between. They're kind of like your quarterbacks for retirement. rpcenter.com. 970-663-3211. rpcenter.com.
Hey, Tom.
Yes, sir.
I don't know how to explain this because you don't think I'm correct.
Tom doesn't touch anything.
No, I'm being dead serious, though.
Go ahead.
Like right this second,
Yeah, go ahead.
I hear myself right after I say everything, including the callers and everything. Something has drastically changed.
Well, okay, Mark, when you say that, though, I promise you, I'm not,
I think it's going out over the air that way. I don't know about YouTube. I think it's going out over the air. Dragon, is it? Do you know?
In program, as
Yes.
I'm hearing it, I hear an echo.
Do you hear me twice?
Right now, no, because I'm hearing it separately, but through Tom, yes.
Okay.
What does that mean through me?
I'm getting different sources. I'm getting Mark from Mark. I am getting you from you. When you have callers on, I'm getting both you and the caller in an echo.
You guys also have an echo right now.
Yeah, I hear the echo 100. Scott, do you hear it?
Yes, I do.
But if I'm feeding mix minus, you shouldn't be picking up the return, right? So I'm feeding out to YouTube through my USB port here.
Yeah.
I mean, wait. Hold on.
What's amazing is he doesn't hear me twice. Why would that be?
I don't hear anything but perfection. But
Because it's just going straight to his head.
on YouTube, it sounds fine, right?
I don't know.
We went out and monitored YouTube by itself.
I'm just afraid it's going out over the air. Forget about
Can you
YouTube for a
listen
minute.
to a radio? I
don't
mean,
have a radio.
We don't have a radio. Hold on.
My car doesn't have AM.
Oh, I'll go to my car.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm going to have him go out and listen on the radio. And
Oh, tell him, hey, listen, do 103.5 HD2. It'll be very clear, it should be.
103.
Why shouldn't we do?
Because it's way better than the, it's way better sound quality than the AM.
Or try the app.
or the app?
I'm going to go out to my car. It has an AM/FM radio only. Would that work?
Yeah, dude.
AM.
6:30.
6:30. Just do it.
Yep.
See what you hear. Just do it. Okay.
10 seconds.
Cement Donald Trump's status as the 2024 favorite. We break it down at 2 on 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Okay, let's talk to Peggy. Peggy, what's going on?
Oh, Tom, I'm
Uh-oh.
one of the thousands that thinks she made a big boo-boo.
Did you pay money up front?
No.
Good. What else is going on?
What I'd like to know is an estimate the same as a contract.
No. It can be.
that's a nice word.
It can be, but an estimate is an estimate. Now, it depends on how that estimate was drawn up and signed and presented.
Is it a roofing contract, for example?
No, it was to get a two-car garage.
Tell your story. You had somebody come
Oh.
out. Hold on. You had somebody come out and do an estimate. Is that correct?
Correct.
And what did they do?
He put together a estimate.
And
for
who
the
is it?
materials.
Who came out?
I'd rather not say. I'm afraid
Okay.
he might be listening.
Okay. And gave an estimate.
Right.
And-
I'm sorry, Tom. My throat does that.
Okay.
Well, no matter what, you shouldn't be intimidated by whoever this
Yeah.
is for any reason.
Yeah, but let me
Well-
let her finish here. He gave an estimate for the for the garage. Is that right?
Yes, he did.
Okay. And does it
And
say
then-
does it say estimate on there?
It does.
Okay. And how much does it say?
29.9.
Did he then ask you to sign that estimate?
After, yes.
Well, what do you mean after? What were you going to say after what?
After he talked to me about it and stuff, he has on it accept or decline. So I accepted it.
Okay, hold on. Now, after that, did he sign it?
Yes.
Okay, then it's a contract, probably.
Oh, boy.
Okay, now hold on.
Why don't you send us a picture of it?
Of the estimate?
Yeah, or the contract. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
it
Oh,
could.
yeah, I would love to.
Listen, here's what I want to know. What's the problem? Let's talk about that.
I informed him yesterday after finding out that the sewer line runs right underneath the driveway that I cannot afford to build the garage.
Okay, now hold on. Because you would have to move the sewer line?
I would have to have it replaced.
Who told you that?
Denver.
Okay, I have another question. I have another question. When did you actually sign that?
I would say maybe 7 days ago.
Okay. And it was in your home?
No, we did it over the computer.
Over the computer. So he didn't, okay. You were in your home when you signed it, is that right?
Yes, I was.
And he was on his computer. There's a provision in law that says if you sign a contract at home or in a place other than the normal place of doing business, you have to be given a 3-day right to rescind. And if you're not given the 3-day right to rescind, the 3-day begins when you're given that right. But I don't know. I really don't know if a computer is considered. Actually, because when this law was written, they probably didn't have DocuSign contracts. Did you sign it online?
What I did was I copied the last page. I signed my name to the paper and sent that to him.
But I still don't understand the issue. At this point, when you call him up and say, hey, I can't afford it because we got to move the sewer line, is he telling you too bad, so sad?
Well, in the contract it says that I could be charged a fee.
What, Kelly, get her info.
We need to have you send it.
We would need to look at it.
So send it to us, okay, dear? And we'll look at it for
Thanks.
sure.
Thanks.
All right. I'm Tom Martino. We have more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show. Stick around, and we are here to help you. So just do it, and we will come back to you. Give us a call, 303-MARTINO, 303-713-8255 is talk.
You don't have to keep living.
You know, it's amazing, this White House. They're like, this is a significant escalation. Well, no shit. It's only been on your doorstep the last 3 years.
All right. Hang on for me. And if you could, do you know how to send that while you're still on hold?
I'm dying to hear. See, I hear myself every fucking word twice.
So what I'm doing right now is I'm just going through this. Let me just go through this thing here real quick. To know from the
test. See, I hear it twice still.
Okay, hold on.
Scott, do you hear it twice?
No, I.
Talk yourself to him.
Now,
Tom,
Mark,
what are you gonna
is it
change?
only when I'm connected to you? Like if I disconnect completely right now during the break, just completely. What do you?
Are you?
No. If I get off of Comrex.
Yeah, I would not hear it. There's no way.
We don't hear you at all.
Yeah.
Oh no, so you're hearing me twice.
No, I'm hearing myself twice, the caller twice, you twice.
Okay. And that's because you're monitoring both me and you're
And it doesn't matter if we're in offline like we are right
I get
now
it, bro.
or PGM.
I get it. But I didn't change anything, so it's got to be in the system here. I need to know what I'm doing or what the configuration.
Didn't you delete all your filters last week?
Well, that's just the mic processing. That has nothing. That has nothing to do with echoes. It
would if you screwed up your noise gate and then you're getting echo from everything else.
Dragon, trust me when I tell you, the only thing that does is processes the mic. He's hearing the callers. I didn't process them. Okay.
Yeah, but if say your headphones are extremely loud, I don't know how.
They're
deaf you
not
are
loud. They're not. The monitor's down. Okay.
Just
I want to know
throwing out
something.
ideas is all.
Do you still hear it now? I'm turning down my monitor. I have.
Testing. Nope, sure am.
You're still hearing it. Okay.
Yes.
So it's not that. Hold on.
You want me to tell you what I heard in the car?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I made a recording of it on my phone, and I'll play that for Tom in a moment.
What did you hear?
I heard a slight echo from both the caller and from Tom. And the second thing I observed was a slightly tinny sound.
That's the whole problem. All of it's the exact same issue, whatever it is.
But how did Mark sound?
He didn't speak when I was in the car.
Okay.
But it doesn't, if you're talking, it's double. And I'm shocked it's going over the air that way. That's what I really wanted to know.
Now, on my...
Is it only when we're on YouTube, or is it...
He just listened to it on the radio, Tom.
Okay. But it's not the YouTube feed causing it.
Well, that I don't know.
So if I stop the feed right now and start it up again.
I'll go to the car.
Well, no, Mark will tell me right now. I'm going to stop